Looks about right. There's no dark mode for this this gung ho thing, so I can't make it. It's gonna be bright white.
Fine.
Sounds like Teppen.
Very bright, but yeah, we are live. I have tweeted it out.
Welcome to the EX podcast.
Episode
Son of a
September 28th.
bitch.
Whoa, what?
Sorry, I got the date reset thing. I thought I already had the date reset, and I was making a deck the whole time. It's like, yeah, now save.
Oh,
Nah, man, start over.
yeah. Yeah, that's right. Do that.
And maybe sometimes they just want you to have a second look at your deck.
I'm copying it. I just have to copy it, dragging shit over again.
What is Kaguya even wearing?
Spacesuit.
Dude, I
Just
said it
from
was
the
a fucking bamboo spacesuit, dude.
He's from space or some shit. Yeah.
He's from space or some shit.
I guess that's the thing
Apparently.
in relation to Kaguya, because every time I hear of a character named Kaguya, they're from space.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's the lore.
Naruto's Kaguya is from space too.
I kept thinking of Sakuya when I was talking about it in someone's chat, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, "You know, the 5 cost." They're like, "That's not what that is." Shut up. I know what I'm talking about.
Dolphin Ambassador. And all the cards wrong.
Listen, dude, Sakuya, Kaguya.
Sengoku's definitely going to be that franchise that's going to make it really hard for me to remember a lot of names of these cards.
How dare you forget Hoshimo Kataguchi?
Dude, I love that card.
Yeah.
I have no idea what card that is.
I just made it up.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought it was real.
I just made up a name.
Haraguchi.
That sounds like a Sengoku Basara character.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh
Sounds
no.
legit to me.
Dude.
Yeah, we got some cards though.
Oh, we need the secret art for Kenshin, dude. Coming over to, like, parents aren't home, dude. Get, I'm coming.
Parents aren't home.
Oh, that card's so good. Yeah, I guess. Do we want to talk about the ladder?
Want to talk about it?
Hmm.
I don't know if we need to, but I guess you can now it because you've been climbing.
Climbing and falling, dude. The last podcast or the last fucking stream
Oh,
sucked.
your last stream. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Out.
it's something else. It seems like it's just streaky in terms of what people are running on the ladder, right? It's like
Yeah.
I was not running into that many black decks. At least it was funny because I think when I was climbing, I didn't run into any black decks until I said something, and then they started showing up. Dude.
Yeah. Just a little luck involved. I never want to see Valstrax, but of course I ran into like 3 of them today.
I think a lot of people are just trying really hard to climb, so they're using like the best deck, which is Yon, but then that makes people run the counter.
I really, I don't know. I didn't really see that many top tier decks.
Really?
It's
All I've been running into.
Just seems to be like people playing whatever they want on top of people trying really hard. And for some reason, the tryhards are easier to beat
Mm.
than the people just screwing around. So I don't get it.
I was running into people running like creative stuff until I started streaming, and then they're just like fucking
Sweaty.
Akuma players that are just like.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Like, when I'm going up against Akuma, is it better to seal their shit as soon as they ascend it so they can't use Master the Hado, or should I wait for them to spend it and then seal it?
I usually wait for the mastery.
Depends on how ahead you are,
Fair
because they
enough.
do have their benefits and their downsides.
I was doing it very aggressively just because I figured I could get them to brick and have to ascend early to spend the mastery, but at least in
To be
terms of
honest,
seat
if I was-
seats.
if I was only playing against Akuma, I probably wouldn't even really run disarms in the deck as Yon. They're
Yeah,
just so awkward most of the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
I like it as a way to be like, yo, if you want to keep this thing, if you want to keep the stuff you already have on it, you better fucking eat it right now.
Eat it.
Eat it right in front of me, dude.
It's tough.
But yeah, I'm still learning. I know I'm noticing that people know the Yon matchup pretty well. And I'm actually not used to that. I'm used to people that probably are not too familiar with the Jill matchup, and then they make mistakes, and then I can capitalize on that.
Right.
Alright, well, so I didn't restart OBS, so OBS is still showing cosplays stream chat. Thanks, bro.
Oh.
But my chat bot
I'm
is
under chat.
good though.
Sounds
That's-
like OBS.
Yeah, just a little thing. Anyone have any observations from the ladder? What's the state of the ladder?
State of the ladder is we're about ready for a new set.
Yep.
Everything is random.
Very random.
Well, do you guys think 3 months is too long, or is it just right?
For people's wallets, I feel like it's just right. For how broken cards are, I feel like it's not enough. I think we need more balance changes, which I think, you know, they do have a pretty good schedule right now, because like as we're seeing for the Okami set, we get the new set for 3 months, I think, and then the last month is a balance change. I believe Thirsty brought this up at one point, but that's like a really good way to make a game fresh.
They just need to be a little more aggressive with the balance changes that they make in between, right? Because we did get some balance changes at the beginning of this month. It's just none of them were good for anything, to be honest. Like, you know, the Grizzly change was like cute. The Pyron change was whatever. It's just like there really wasn't much going on from those.
Yeah.
Seen a lot more Pyron.
There was no. Yeah, I mean, Pyron's okay, but like, I don't know. You're not really seeing Ouroboros climb too much, and it's still random. But like, the whole purpose of balancing is supposed to like either increase play rates of cards that are getting buffed, or decrease, you know, play rates, or at least make, you know, cards that are getting nerfed more fair. But like, they only changed 3 cards this month, and then they're gonna go another month without doing anything. Wait till November, and I guess the reason is because of Worlds, but I really wanted some changes before Worlds, because I can already see myself running into like 5 different decks that I don't want to run into because of the lack of changes. But you know, we'll see. Maybe the new set will bring something completely different that we can do there, but I don't know. I'm a little concerned for qualifiers because of the lack of balance.
I don't know. I think the tempo that they're going at is good. That they don't, you know, do the new cards and balance changes. But I understand if the balance changes aren't enough to refresh the meta enough, it can feel stale.
It's not that it's like stale. I mean, there's definitely like a bunch of different decks you can try if you're tired of using one, but I don't know. I feel like people either don't want to climb right now, for different reasons, or they're trying to climb and they're stuck. They're either just going back and forth, or, you know, they do break through eventually, but then they're afraid to play because, you know, all the reasons we've said before. I don't know. It's tough. I'll try to climb more tomorrow, but today's climb was not very encouraging. I'll say that.
Damn. Yeah, today was not too good for me either. What about? Saw Thirsty posting games. Were you climbing, son?
Yeah, I mean, now I'm just was playing some Yon and Zinku because it's the last few days, so now I gotta catch up and try to climb. But yeah, nothing spectacularly new or anything like that. In terms of like feeling burnt out too on this, I think the biggest problem is the fact that we had a problematic engine that's been problematic since Haunted by Memories, but has just been kind of ignored, which is the zombie engine. And for some reason, that's just dodged nerfs all of this time, right? Like Kyle wears that badge proudly that he's been playing that deck since April. And it's like, yeah, because it's been untouched since April, and it's just been kind of ridiculous. And it's just always been because there's something else that's been more ridiculous. It's kind of gone under the radar, but I think pretty much any player that's been playing this game has kind of known that that engine's been a problem, and it's just kind of crazy how long it's gone ignored.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, there's other cards and stuff that have been, unchanged for a while that have always been an issue as well. We don't have to get into names, but with each new set, you hope to see something that can fighting chance. But it's kind of sad that like we pushed through Haunted by Memories, right? And the two decks that got really strong from Haunted by Memories were promptly nerfed to make room for newer decks, except the older decks came back even stronger. So not too sure how I feel about that one. But Zero's kind of like in a weird spot. And Denjin, I actually ran to a Denjin today, and I don't think they ever got a single hit on me. Even though I'm
Damn.
on. Yeah, pretty bad. It's just weird to me that like they'll decide to remove certain stuff, like fours were completely removed. I mean, they're playable, but they're not great as they used to be, right? And then Zero got removed, but Resonate's still around in some form, and probably the best purple, outside of the gimmick black purple stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how they choose to like completely remove some decks, and then other decks just stick around for a while.
Dude, me and Tip Tup, fucking Brad in the chat, dude. Fucking Agile was a mistake, dude. Me and you. Fucking add it, dude.
Yep.
All my homies hate Agile.
That's
Fucking-
definitely
There,
a-
al- there also seems to be a silly trend of like cards that do get nerfed, and for some reason, just immediately after, they just kind of we get printed a new version. Like we've already knew that warp research was kind of a problem just because it's flooding the board, and now they're like, what if we make a 5-cost one that pulls higher cost units?
Hey, 1 HP. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see if it is viable at all when you can just drop a Cody and kill everything they put down.
Yeah, I think the problem with that though is just it's still in the color with some of the best like 3 and 4 drops to kind of take advantage of that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And the first thing I thought of with that card was like, oh, you could just get if you get like a zombie that's already been revenged, that's already died, you could bring it back so you can get other revenge. A couple Junies. Oh, I got 3 MP back. Okay, well I didn't spend anything for it.
I mean, some stuff I'm at least grateful for, like Tip Top or Plays, whatever, brings up Astalos, and it's like, yeah, I'm glad I don't see Astalos anymore. But they essentially removed that card from the meta. I mean, you don't see anyone play that card anymore.
I ran into someone playing it. They lost.
Oh wow. Yeah, I barely ever see it. Ever. In Dive Bomb.
I hate that everyone's running speech. Oracle gives a shout out to speech. Everyone's running it. If you run black, it's just like, haha, hee hee, 4 face damage.
I don't know why it took people so long to do that. Like, it was very like obvious that you should be doing it, but people were just, I guess, putting higher priority on more units.
I
And
guess.
they realized that, yeah, like we can actually do stuff with these 1-cost actions that burn for 4.
Yeah,
Process.
that's what happens though, is that it synergizes so well with the Sigma strategy of get to the bottom of the deck. That like all these 1 MP actions are doing incredible amounts of work. Selfish, fucking Master the Hotto, Speech, they're all 1 MP. So like half your deck is 1 MP actions that can just, oh, you're trying to fuck with my unit? Well, it doesn't exist anymore, so enjoy that. Oh, I got MP back for it dying, so.
You can do 2 speeches in the same action phase for free.
Yep.
It's pretty dumb.
It's
I don't get why they do that.
It's also like those 1 MP actions are so threatening sometimes that it's just like, okay, I'll get rid of my unit. It's like you put a Master of the Hado in there and they go to seal it. All right, I'll fucking eat it. It's like you didn't even use all your MP
It's
up.
like 2 Mastery of the Hados on Alexia, then eat it, get 7 health, and then Cruel Game, and it's like, well, we're back at a neutral state, except I healed 14. I probably still have somewhat of a mana lead. And, oh yeah, I probably had some of your unit's speech, so you probably took like 8 damage from that.
Stupid, man. All 1 MP actions.
Like, I saw Chris playing, and he's just like, I'm gonna just throw out these Destructive Instincts, these 5 costs, at like on the smallest targets, and it doesn't matter, because it just tempo's so back, like so hard, right back.
Exactly. When I was still playing Jill, I noticed there were some Akumas that were forced to do like betrayal on fucking Mikhail, and I'm like, yeah, fucking idiot. Now I have the fucking lead, and look at their MP next action phase, and it's like 10. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh.
I don't usually get into it, but that's always kind of my favorite, watching people play against Akuma. It's like, why would you fake that? Why would or why would you like betrayal that or any big destroy? It's like, dang, they're dumb. And it's like, no, they're not. It just really doesn't matter to them.
This doesn't matter.
They really just don't give a shit. It's like, hey, Jeff Bezos spent $50 on a banana. Would you do that? No. But is that a bad idea for him? No, he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a shit. It's infinite, dude. Takes 3 seconds to get crazy results. Yeah, 4 burn, dude. 4 burn. Better value than agents, by the way. I mean, provided that it does actually go off and it is at max memory, which you don't really have to do that much to get max memory. Like, better value than agents.
Good thing that I'm glad Play TEPPEN got my reference. But yeah, it's a good thing you can't run speech and agents, right? That'd be super stupid.
It'd be ridiculous. Can I offer the dissenting opinion that while those exist, doesn't make RD the defining #1 deck? It's true, only because they're actually able to brick. If they couldn't brick, then
Working with that deck more lately, and I kind of hate it.
it's
Yeah.
probably the
But-
only deck that really made me upset was fighting against Raging Demon. Where I mean, maybe Jinku too. They risk nothing and they gain everything. Oh, you took something away from them? Fuck you! I have like 20 more of those. So
That's the thing in terms of like Raging Demon can't be #1 because it can brick like that. I mean, everyone likes to say Yawn is the #1 deck, and that deck can brick pretty hard and actually could just get really awful hands against certain matchups.
yeah, and I think people are starting to wise up to that, which I'm still learning the finer points of the deck. And I did notice someone very quickly remove the basic feeling before I could put down my Nero, and then I was like, this Nero's gonna suck. Everybody
Get me
back
on
up.
that, man. Get in that hand that's like 2 seals and 3 turtles. It's like, what do I do with this?
I know. Like, once they got that fucking feeling, I was like, that was so stupidly aggressive, dude. What an idiot. And it was just like, look at my hand, and I'm like, oh, jeez, dude.
That's how you beat Yawn. You just get really aggressive on removing its unit so it can't ever really start. I mean, that's how you always beat Yawn. It's just now it's actually a little easier, I think, to kind of put that pressure on Yawn than before.
Yeah, Brad, I think I agree. It's kind of the PB #4. I don't know about that. That's
What?
Who
said that?
Brad, Tip Top. Yawn #1, RD #2, Jinku
top
#3,
four?
PB #4.
I wouldn't put PB in top 4.
PB is weird. It's very much like if your opponent is aware of it and they have answers to it and they mulligan for the right ones, great. But sometimes if you can get a mix up like, oh, they're running Fade, they're not always gonna be like, okay, let me just mulligan for seals, because I got surprised a couple times playing Yawn that they were running PB but with Fade, and it was like, okay, I wasn't ready for that, so I lose. Wildcard aggro winner. It's pretty bad that I really don't think the hero art matters too much for the PB stuff, because like if you run like You could just like mix people the fuck up with their opening hand and make them think that you're running something else, and be like, you just see Viper come out and it's like, oh shit, I have the wrong hand for this. I'm tempted to try that now and see how many people I can just mix up.
I lost to a growth version of the purple black Tenku.
Growth
Earlier, he
version? How does that work?
Gross.
played Moth, and then they played Ketcha. They played 3 black crowns. They played Palamu, all buffs, and I lost.
Well, that sounds like PB Dive Bomb.
And I only was able to get like 19 AP, so I couldn't even yawn.
You weren't tired.
Gross.
Only one disarm, and it didn't matter.
Black Crown was a mistake.
I
Yeah.
mean, we put it
Zero.
high up there. It's a god tier card.
Yep.
She just kept using actions, and I couldn't do anything.
I mean, the crazy thing to think about is, at worst, the worst way to play Black Crowns, it still puts you 3 seconds ahead of your opponent. Play it on reaction, dang, that's 6 seconds ahead.
And it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for Virus.
Yeah, Virus pretty broken.
The fact that it prevents you from taking any sack damage is fucking stupid. Why?
Yep.
But then that would make them have to run some black units so they could fucking predation, dude. That's a big no-no. What else did I see? Saw someone trying. Dude, burn Dante? I was like, it's totally burn. This is definitely burn. And then they play that core Morrigan legendary, the one that halts in front.
Libido.
I was like, what the
I forgot
fuck
who
is
it
this deck, dude?
was. I forgot who it was that told me that. It might have been Dango, but it could have been someone else. That, yeah, Burn Dantes are experimenting with running that a lot more. And like on paper, it makes sense, right? Because they can keep halting, get free damage because they're already spamming 1-cost actions. But the problem of it comes in from the fact that you don't get too much. Like she's out there for too long, which is an option to let players target it with units, which is kind of what you don't want.
Yeah, I think it's a big mistake just because Burn Dante doesn't play any units. So if I'm holding seals, because I see Devil Trigger, I'm going to be looking for seals because I'm expecting it to be PB. And then those seals become bricks. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that. I guess because they run Valstrax, I guess I could see it for them to play the old lady. But besides that, I wouldn't really play it.
Old lady. Wait, what?
Are you talking about the new spoiler card?
Oh, no, we're not talking about that yet. We will, I guess we could
not
start
even-
talking about the cards, though.
Which card are we talking about?
We're talking about, just PB. I mean, the point I'm getting to is that, like, how much you can get out of mixing up your opponent to make them think you're running a different deck.
Oh,
Just
Probably
based on
not a
your
lot.
hero art.
I do think like myself, I know I mess up when I see something really weird, and I'm not just saying that to push all my losses out. Like I literally just get confused because I don't know what cards they're gonna play. So it could get you far, but other times it might not have to, especially if you're running a meta deck. I mean, if you're running against a meta deck.
Yeah. Any other observations on the ladder before we jump into the new cards, the review?
I do think Yawn is still the best deck. I don't know if Ryuzu is still first, but he did get first yesterday with Yawn. And I do think it's the best possible deck for climbing right now. 'Cause it does deal with a lot of weird randomness that you might run into because green has all the tech choices for that. And other decks kind of just buckle against certain things. Like the zombie decks don't want to run into anything that's purple or resonate in general, or flying, right? Like Valstrax with shields just eats them alive, unfortunately. But Yawn doesn't have to worry about that, assuming they find at least a seal, right? So I do think that's still at the top of the heap when it's all said and done. And then second is probably Zombie Jahinku, whatever the hell you want to call it. I can't wait for that to go away. Can't wait for people to just completely forget the word Jenku exists in November, hopefully. I can't wait for people to stop saying that. That's probably second just because it's stupid easy and like even frauds can win with it. So,
Well,
Same with the third one you're about to name.
yeah, it's probably Raging Demon, but I feel like it's less fraudulent because there's just so much that can go wrong.
I agree with that. It's just as fraudulent. They're both very fraudulent.
I don't know if you guys ever wonder who coined the name Zinku, but it was definitely Eurasian.
damn.
Good to know.
Yeah, so you can thank Eurasian, Chris.
I hate portmanteaus, dude.
But I think it's the dumbest name for a deck that's ever existed, and I hate the deck too. But I'll probably use it tomorrow. God, I don't want to play anymore. I just want to win.
Same.
That's kind of where I am. It's just like had a taste. I was at 2063, and I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to play some more. Maybe not, dude. Top 1 people are falling. They're just falling.
Yawn Lee. Yeah, that's kind of triggering too, but whatever. We need better
Yikes.
deck names. At least we get,
Hey, I try
you
with
thinking
my
of-
decks.
Spirit Bomb. Next one.
I'm looking forward to Spirit Bomb.
I'm okay with that.
I hate clever wordplay, dude.
Just- yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Zombie Shink is just so straightforward and like, yep, that's what it is. That's the thing. I was watching Rana a little bit ago. Sub 100. Dude, Choke City, dude. Everyone's like, hate this
Oh,
game.
Ronald? Inner Demons? Oh my god. Alright, yeah. He's gone insane.
Inner Memons, dude. Genesis.
Anyone trying to climb with Fade, then...
Oh, who's this at number 1 that got on the fucking...
If you know a friend that's trying to climb with Inner Demons, please tell them to get some help.
This
I'm trying
looks
to figure out
familiar.
what Inner Demons is because I clearly cannot think.
What?
What's Inner Demons you said?
Fighting against Inner Demons?
What card is that?
The hero art? 0?
Oh, yeah. That guy.
That
Gosh.
guy. Yeah. It's like Hero's worst hero art by a landslide.
I don't know. That
Yeah.
thing is strong as fuck sometimes.
It is
Sometimes.
strong, but I do agree with Chris. If we're saying if it's like his worst hero art, it is.
It is.
But it's pretty good. I like it.
It's flipping a coin. I mean, if you want to flip coins in this game, then by all means.
Flip a coin,
mean-
and you either get a good card, or you get a really good card.
To be fair,
You lose
I
the
feel
battle
like
after you won. Good job.
there's a lot of coin flips in this game, so you can't really knock it for that.
Well, there is, but if you're going to put a coin flip on a hero art, I'm definitely going to knock the hell out of it.
Like, no matter what you hit with Maverick, you are gaining at least 2 MP off on the enemy.
And you just draw 3 Maverick Hunters in a row. Whoops.
Sometimes that buff is really good. Just run better units, Smile.
It is? Okay.
I know the current meta right now is not too good for buffs, but I think overall it's a really fucking strong hero art. If you're not playing against black, then it's really good, dude.
This is a meta where buffing units only works against me, so...
Yeah, I know that feel. And that's why I can't play Jill right now, is that you buff units and they just die, dude. No, absolutely not. Buff it, reset. Okay, buff it,
Yeah.
fate.
I lost to a Cody with Bolt Reavers today, and I was playing Raging Demon, so that gives you an idea of how lucky I am.
Damn.
No Fates, by the way. No Fates, no Alexias. Who needs them?
Current meta
Alfred.
is 100% acceptable if you like black and nothing else.
Oh,
It's we were saying like earlier. It's kind of like, it's kind
the
of.
anti-man is kind of getting old. You guys need to start hating something else.
Say what now?
I'm just saying, it's getting tiresome with you guys always hating black.
I'm
Well,
sorry, but it's like how
mean,
bounces used to be with fours when it was prevalent. It was just like, you don't get to fucking play. You play when I run out of fucking cards. It's like, oh, all right.
black is a
We're
bit
saying-
OD.
You're
Like,
saying you like black and you're fine with the meta. That's not true, man. I love black and I am not a fan of the meta because Valstrax still exists. Not a fan of that card. Just fighting
I'm
agility in
okay.
general.
I'm okay if we get like a trampoline nerf for
Was that?
that card.
I don't get it. What does that mean?
You're talking about.
Anti-air.
Oh.
I mean, boys. Yeah, I mean, if there's like some surprise cards in the new set that involve anti-air or something, then that'd be great. But I don't know. Is Black's getting a new flight card? Sort of.
Imagine having a reasonable flight card.
Some way to block this rushing monster that's just constantly getting stronger over time.
If there's one thing they should
Happens
change,
to be
is
in the
make
air.
cards with count like a stockpile system.
What does that mean? Stockpile?
Stockpile, like it you can save things up and then spend them off, like kind of like how we were talking about the memory when we wanted to change memory.
Oh. Memory points being
Yeah.
used.
Yeah, it would be
Or
like
just-
kind of like having a resource, like you would just spend it, sort of like AP.
Yeah. Be pretty cool.
I'd
Yeah,
be down
that's
for
just
that.
not going to happen at this point. I don't ever expect to change to the memory mechanic. I think
Oh no,
that's
not memory
too
in
much.
particular, but just like a mechanic like that where you build it up and then spend it out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't think it's memory's really strong, but you don't see too much memory abuse outside of a few decks, right? I guess the black purple is like the biggest offender right now.
If I'm being real, we're asking for anti-air cards, but like, would you run a 2/5 anti-air over Junie?
Yeah.
Depends on how much it
100%.
costs, I guess.
I
I
definitely would.
mean, I would say probably not because they don't want to run Crow.
Demon doesn't want to run Crow, but I know Dive Bomb does.
Yeah, Dive Bomb's just off doing its own thing though.
Giant do it because they don't need to.
Eva Lewis, I think a lot of us are gonna be doing the early stream. Release day, gonna be excited.
For Dark Destruction or Raging Demon, hell yeah, man. Give me an anti-air unit, I'll use it.
Anti-revenge, dude. Complacency, dude. They're not angry and want revenge anymore. They're just really, they're okay with it, man.
My bad.
It's okay. Should we bounce over to the new cards, the teased cards?
Yeah, I'll review them.
Actually, I did see someone running Vega and Raging Demon, and I was like, that's weird, but smart. I like
And it
it.
has Vega. Yeah, and people used to play Vega. I don't know why we dropped Vega, to be honest.
He's a really good card.
It just doesn't fit in the engine. I mean, that's the problem. It's like that engine has just closed off that color from a lot of deck building. Like you just slap in 16 cards like automatically every time.
It's okay, Brad. I feel the exact same way, but it's weird because playing Yawn for the last couple days, like I've noticed that I haven't been getting like legit mad like I have been playing Jill, where I feel like I have absolutely nothing to counter these things. But when it's like Jill versus RD, I feel like it's just high roll in the first 10 cards, or else you're not getting any damage in. I'll just save all my Raging Demons. But, you know, we got the comeback factor with Yawn, so I feel like I have control over my life. Draw a lot of bombs. The bombs don't work whenever they always get fucking mastery in response. But we got more options. That kind of leads us to the end when we talk about the card that I unveiled today. But let's start with this purple unit. The 3 costs a 1/7 Usugi Kenshin. This is the guy. Oh, that's right. He buffs all your friendly units, all other friendly units. 1 attack damage, not 1 attack, but 1 attack damage. And if he hits the hero, then you halt a random enemy unit for 5 seconds. What do you guys think about this one?
That's cool. It's pretty effective in the early game, I would say. When there isn't too much established. It would be harder in the later game to get going. This has some certain counters that we don't need to list off. But the fact that this exists, I think they're doing this more for growth support. But, you know, being able to buff other friendlies, I didn't realize it was attack damage, not just +1 damage. That's a slight difference, but I think it's still good. And then the halt effect is really nice. It puts more pressure on blocking this unit over other units. I'll say that, which is really strong for most colors. For purple, I don't know. I mean, purple is going to have to play more units moving forward. They can't avoid that anymore. So we'll have to see how strong purple growth can get. But this guy, I think, is going to be part of it.
I agree. Anything that buffs the team, I'm definitely supportive of. Even if it's not good, I like the buffing the board aspect. Any other?
He's got that nice 1/7 body too, so he's surviving a bit. It's pretty cool. I think this card's really good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. Iowa.
Over there.
We lost Iowa.
Oh.
Lost him.
What are you guys thinking for scores?
I think 3 out of 5.
I'm back.
He's
What I missed.
What do you think of this card?
1 second. Which card is it?
Usugi Kenshin, the 1/7 3
Oh.
MP purple unit.
Yeah, that card's busted. I think you can make a whole deck around it. Then it'd be good.
Damn.
I look at like a cheaper cost Amatsu,
Oh.
and can you imagine putting flight on that and then using Amaterasu to give it agility?
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, just infinite halt.
Dies to Alfred though. All right, wait. It's pretty early to start to slinging that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's certain counters to it we could list off, but we know that we all know by now what can kill it. Point is that it exists as a card that needs to get answered right away, and we all know how those cards go, especially if you can't find an answer for them. But I think it's really strong in that regard. I would give it like a 4 out of 5, though. I don't think it's like insane. It's just really solid, especially for growth decks.
Yeah, I agree. 4 out of 5. I mean,
Ooh.
buffing the board, and he's a 3 cost that you can't ignore, right? And people will ignore him, and it's gonna bite them in the ass.
Dude, now I feel silly.
His board buff is pretty weird though, because damage. It's not a straight up attack.
Yep.
If
He's only 1/7. Like, he doesn't buff himself.
yeah, if you have something with combo, if it has like one attack and combo, will the attack damage make it 2/2, or is it just added to the first hit, or?
I think it's just for 1 damage if you give it combo.
No, it'll hit twice. It'll do 2
Yeah.
damage.
It'll do 2/2?
Mhm.
Wow, nice. Okay. Then
Believe
it's
so.
good.
Yep. Same thing with like spillover. That damage is taken into account. All of that. So yeah, when it comes to attacking and all of those effects, attack damage works just like attack.
Okay. Lucia effect is 1-2. Lucia, dude, on attacking. Oh,
There you go.
jeez.
The while attacking effect is different than adding attack damage.
Yeah, dealing damage to an enemy hero is different than attacking.
Which also with combo, if it hits a hero, it will do 2 halts. Granted, it's random, so it can probably halt the same unit twice, but it will do 2 halts.
2 holds, Jesus Christ. Gucci, yeah, I definitely, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. I was like, how can I abuse those? But we'll get to that. So the next card, the fabled Thunder Brew. They're putting the piss in the river, dude. You can't do that. So you give it's auto hurt, and it can't counter. What do you guys think of auto hurt?
Pretty scary.
Ultimate control card. Something's guaranteed to die, and then it also makes the card suck because of the cannot counterpart.
Yeah, it gives them counterbind, which I think was only obtainable. Oh no, there's been a couple cards that used it. At least one other, the red card. But I was thinking of Silver. Basically a Quicksilver effect combined with Rathian. Which is kind of interesting. And then we made it a 1 cost, which is pretty scary. I would not have minded this being a 2. As a 1, it is pretty ridiculous, I think. And it is, I think, the perfect counter for green to use against Orochi if they ever run into him.
Yep. I think that's important that they put something like this in, just for Orochi. And it's an interesting thing to have the cannot counter to make it good offensively and pretty bad defensively. Like, I was thinking if they just had that first part, you could very easily put it on some of these cancerous cards and have it be like, well, now it's just spewing 2 damage constantly, or its attack is ramping constantly. Or you put it on Shara and everyone's having a good time. Constantly turning shields on and off.
It's funny that like that cannot counter makes it seem like, oh, maybe that's too good, but that actually prevents it from being abused too hard on those cards. Because you don't want your Shara that can't counter.
God, if it didn't have that, it would really just be, ooh, Shara. Now I can put 6 units in a Shara deck.
Yep.
But yeah, this Thunder Brew's really good. I'd give it a 5 out of 5. Don't pour it in the river, dude. Look at him go.
For me, it's a 4 out of 5. The only thing stopping it from being a 5 out of 5 is it is attached to a pretty bad unit.
Isn't that 4 cost 2/2?
3 cost 2/2.
3 cost 2/2?
Yeah.
Oh, then we're fine then. It's fine.
I mean, creating Cushy while thinking about Thunderbrew in mind, I think it's probably like between a 3 or a 4 out of 5, just because the stats aren't great on Cushy, but the effect is insane. So like I think Thunderbrew is a 5 out of 5, but Cushy is like a 3 out of 5. So I'll meet it halfway and just say Cushy's like complete package is a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do is 4 out of 5, I agree. But if you antibody her, she's a 3/5. She could brawl with Carlos. Just kidding.
But yeah, that's exactly kind of how I see it in that way. Is
Oh, she heals the hero too. That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck me then. It's really good. Just good at life, dude. Literally good at life.
Yeah, I think green has a lot going for it in this set so far.
So does black.
In some ways, yes. But I think green is scarier.
Chris is trying to take the hate away from black, okay?
I mean, it's not. I mean, I understand why people hate black and why they're disgusted over like all the new black cards, but it's like every time a new black card comes out, people act like it bit their finger off or something. Like it's not, not the worst created things in the world. Like if you open your eyes a little bit, you'll see that green has some really scary shit right now. And I don't want to run.
Public enemy number 1, and then everyone else is fine.
Yeah, I mean these are the same people that got purple to where they are today. So, congrats.
I'm telling you, there's one guy at Gung Ho HQ that's just like, when everyone leaves the room, he's like, yeah, let me just look at this real quick, and he just fucking adds, like, changes the values, like, all right, cool. Original Surge, dude, cool, great, print it. There's always
I mean,
gonna be.
make my Thunder Brew 1 cost.
Whoa, it's already 1 cost. Fucking Thunder Brew. Wait, oh, Iowa, what do you think of Thunder Brew and Kushi?
I give it a 5 out of 5.
Nice.
The unit itself is definitely, like Chris said, a 4 out of 5.
Healing for 2 on something that, like, I don't know, it feels like a kind of a layer thing where it's like has this added little thing that you may or may not care about, but when it comes into play, it's like, damn, clutch. Thunderbird of the legendary MP cat, maybe.
Yeah.
That might be pretty good, actually. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because you can put it on any unit, right? And then you can put it on your legendary feline, but then your feline can't counter, and then
That's only counting for 1, though. You're not missing very much. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
yeah. But I don't know. It's
It's
kinda funny.
situational. It could be funny.
My only downside with that idea of that combo is you're gonna drop the feline and then you're gonna use that 1 cost, and you just gave them 2 MP to remove your feline immediately.
You played an action, you fucked up.
Yeah, 2 MP. I wonder what somebody could play against a 1 attack unit.
Shut up.
Dies to non-memory estranged parent.
Oh,
Ouch, dude. We gotta
the
put her on
emote.
the screen, dude. We got an emote for that.
There we go. I was trying to get it.
Parry this cat. Back to the hand with you. Next one, Camille and Camellia.
0 out of 5.
0 out of 5. Dude, 4 costs for
It
1
reads this
6.
guy. Just loses the black. This card sucks. Black is the best.
I mean, this card is just ass. I'm like, green is getting a lot of good stuff. This is not it.
Yeah, it's the same requirement as basic feline right now, where it's that 1/5 that, like, if there's another. Well, actually, you know what? It's less than that. I just realized if it was dual tribe, if it was like human and like kami or something like that, that would be dope, right? It would make it pretty good as a board buffer, but this is.
This card's trash.
Ugh.
This is just absolute trash.
Yeah, it's not good. I will say that, like, the best situation you could ask for in green with this card is to play like 2 mana batteries and then play this card, and then what you have like a full board of 2 6s. But the 4-drop area for green decks is already competitive. Like, just the current Nero is way better than this card, and I'd rather run that than this. This doesn't exactly give you a threat. It just makes you look kind of weak.
Interesting that y'all don't like this card. TTA was saying it was really good.
It says a lot of things.
He says a lot of things.
Yeah, but I actually agree with him for once. I don't know, maybe it's the lack of sleep talking, but I feel like this card will be pretty scary in Trinity decks.
This
And,
card
properly. It's not a 3 of, okay? Let's not get nuts. But I
This
feel
card
like
just synergizes so bad with Trinity.
how so?
You're not really trying to buff your batteries that much with like 1/1 for 4. Like there's already too many. The deck is already looking to sub things without humans. If she was any tribe but human, yes, you can put this in Trinity. But the fact that she's so human, it just hurts that deck archetype so hard.
That's why I was
'Cause
saying.
you're really only proccing this off your basic felines. So you lose those 3 felines, this thing becomes extremely hard to proc off.
I mean, you can do it with Nero, and something else on the board.
She
as
wouldn't
well.
proc off a Nero. Oh yeah, you would need a machine and Nero, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
A lot of work.
I think
That's
it's fine. as a completion. But again, like you're not running 3 of them. You could probably run 1 and yawn and do just fine. But I like the idea of giving the other units on the board that extra strength just for winning the lanes, especially in a mirror match. I think it's really important to buff other units sometimes, and instead of just leaving your mana ramp out there to dry, just hoping you can find an ascension, or like, okay, they're dead, now I can play something else. Like sometimes, I don't know. I like having the ability to spread your buffs and not just focus it all on like Nero, right? Like you do Feline Layer Nero, they kill Nero, it's like, okay, I have no threats now.
And I agree with that.
Nero, you have threats.
I think you're honestly just better off running Memory Iris if you really kind of want to buff that way, because it's less painfully conditional and can brick. Like this also can get really weird bricky. This is kind of making Yawn's only problem a bigger problem, right? Like if you open up with like 2 turtles and 2 of these, that hand sucks even harder and you're falling even farther behind. Its stats just aren't good. Its tribe doesn't synergize with the only like tribe diverse deck that's trying to play that style. I don't see this card being very good. I think there's better 4 MP cards you can use to buff your board.
I hope there will be Spirits or Kami that will fit into Trinity decks, but right now we haven't really seen anything like that. I guess, I mean, it's all subject to change. Like I said, if it was dual tribe, and then it would be as easy as getting a shield on basic feline. But sometimes you end up playing that basic feline without the shield. It's pretty much the same thing. And if you have to play this without getting the effect on it, it's not looking too good.
This feels worse to play without the effect than playing Turtle.
Oh yeah, that's true. But you're not gonna play 3 of these again. Like you're probably doing 1, maybe 2 if you want to push your luck. But I feel like if you do 1 of these in a Yawn deck, it's gonna push the deck in the right direction, not the wrong direction. That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah, I'll reserve judgment for it.
I don't know what you would take out for it.
It's a 1 of or a 0 of. Well, how many this to use? That's a solid 0 of.
But Kyle said it was a decent card, so I don't know.
I know. I think it could be good, but I just haven't seen enough diversity and strong cards to pair it up with. If it was any other type than human, I think it would be. It was a creature, dude. Creature.
I will say the only thing that could probably flip that is if there are more dual tribe that pop up. But without additional dual tribes, this card is just a little too much for a little payoff.
Dual tribes that aren't part human, then you could just like slap this down and have it be part of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was like Kami, just Kami, then you could play it after Nero, play it after basic feline, and it would be like okay with me, Chief. I'm not gonna give it a 0 out of 5. I give it like a 2 out of 5.
Damn, it's low.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen the potential yet. There could be something, but shake the 8-ball, dude, doubtful. Player after Nero's a 4-8, yeah.
I'll give her a 3 out of 5, which is the score I usually give the cards that I can only see as a 1 of. If it was a 2 of, I would have given a 4, but 2 can get really messy. I like the idea though, and I think it really helps Trinity decks.
Trinity doesn't need help. Just kidding. Chris said all legendaries is 3 out of 5. Whoa. No message in the Discord. I mean, unless I say something, we're gonna do the podcast at 8 p.m. on a Monday. You gonna stream?
But yeah, the legendary scores I do differently.
Scores.
1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. Oof.
1 out of 5.
We'll
Chris convinced me. I'll give it up 1 point. If you draw perfectly, then this card is just okay still.
We'll see out of 5, dude.
I hate this so much. Crazy.
it just doesn't work in the deck that it's trying to be in to me personally, and I think it's just way clunkier, and I think it's making the Yawn deck's only problem worse.
Maybe
Which
if
is you
it's
draw things out of the wrong order, it gets really awkward.
maybe if it's scaled better, like if it was something that rewarded you further if you had 4 different tribes and 5 different tribes. I mean, it would be really difficult to get that shit, but you know.
Yeah, if it's scaled, I would like it a little bit more. But honestly, for what's out there and then what it does, it feels like a core card or even basic. I could see this being a basic card.
Yeah.
Basic bitches. Well, let's talk about Madame Fawn. Madame Fawn, dude. 3 cost 2/5, looking pretty good. Kind of looks like you got a Surge's situation going on here. When played, 1 action card with MP cost of 1 MP or less from your deck to your EX pocket. Basically, giving the up and out to what's her face. Who's that one chick that's 3 costs that puts an action in your pocket?
Manuela.
Manuela, dude, get her out of here.
They must have like found out how much Iowa loves Surges, and they were like, "All right, let's make
No,
Oh, my damn Karen, dude. She searches me
Surges.
speech, dude. Fucking.
It does.
Fucking-
Good. Zombie Ryu is having a hard time getting through cards.
She searches me ground, dude. Fucking Popeye, dude. It's my goyle.
yeah, this card on TV looks pretty good.
She'll find my speech. Manuela just finds any action, but this is looking specifically for your no risk cards, dude. Give me the black crowns, dude.
That's a little
1 MP or less, dude.
Yeah,
Listen.
So, yeah, that's a good question, Foss. So you can't get anything lower than 1 MP in the game currently, but I don't know.
They
Maybe.
just like
Just maybe there might be a way to reduce some cards that aren't in your hand
0 MP cards.
by 1, and maybe they'll start allowing 0 mana cards. I don't know.
It's funny because I keep making the argument that it's like action should be minimum 2. Meanwhile, play TEPPEN like what if we lower him to 0? Dude.
5 action card.
Have like a speech -1 where it costs 0 but it deals 3 burn.
Yeah. I don't know. It's actually not. It's a weird card because you could just draw Foresight with it, right? And then your Foresight draws a Foresight, and then your Foresight draws another Foresight. Congrats, defending your deck. This works unique way because the same reason that people weren't really playing Surges, right? Your pocket can get really full really fast, and then all of a sudden you have a brick. I mean, people don't even play Rose for different reasons, but you know, the cards like Manuela, Rose, Surges, you know, there's just not really seeing much play right now compared to something like Colleen, where it's like you know what you're getting, and then you can just Reploids to get it again. I feel like purple values that consistency more, just a little bit, versus like just getting something in your pocket no matter what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is really good for thinning, but so is Foresight.
Yeah, I think this card's biggest problem is if you want a deck thin, you're running Foresight. If this pulls Foresight, that actually is weakening that card, right? Like Foresight's big advantage is if you're drawing 2 if you play it from hand. If you're playing it from the EX, you're only drawing 1.
I think this is the closest you're gonna get to a unit that gives you memory.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I could see it being useful when trying to build memories quickly. And if you want to keep your pocket open, because if you like, what do you call it? If you're drawing with Foresight and it puts like a brainwash in your in your pocket. I mean, there's a lot of good targets for that, but you might not want to use it right away. You might want to save it, so it's gonna be harder to cycle out. So
I don't know. This
kinda
might have
useful.
seen. This might have seen play back when Zero actually mattered.
damn, dude.
Like, I mean, how are you using it now, right? Like, you might use it in a Zero deck, but again, you're using Colleen and weaknesses, and you have that other stuff. If you have loss of meaning, you're not going to want to run this because you're stuck with a 1 cost in your pocket, and you know, loss of meaning doesn't reduce things to 0 yet, so you can't do that. It's awkward, right? It's in a decent spot as a 3 cost. At least it has 2/5. But it's just like Surges, right? Except it's an old woman instead of an old man.
It's interesting that everybody in chat's kind of tossing out these potentials for dual colors. So I think it's worth consideration for other decks, but maybe not something in mono purple.
Something with growth. Like, this would have been really nice if it could do 2 cost cards, but then it would be broken, I guess. Because there's a lot of good 2 cost action cards that purple would like to pull sooner rather than later. So I have to think that she's gonna be good in a growth deck, because she can't pull stuff like Cold Front or Uncanny Chill, not Cold Front. That's a different card. Uncanny Chill, and you know, buffets and all that jazz. So I don't know. I don't know where she's gonna fit. I mean, I would give her just 3 out of 5, middle of the road, just because she, you know, is a 3 cost that's 2/5. That's the main reason.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I can. It's one of these cards that a lot of people are just like, I don't see what's so good about it that I kind of want to find a good place for it. But right now, yeah, it's not looking too useful. 2 out of 5, dude. It's with the stats. 2/5, 2 out of 5.
I'll
I
give it
actually
a
give this a 2.
I'll give this a 4 out of 5 because Dango brought up that you could search black rounds with this. I don't know if he meant that like sarcastically or he really meant it, but I think a 3 mana 2/5 unit that gives you a card to mana accelerate at the beginning of the game, like guaranteed, that's really good for memory based decks, which is definitely what the purple black deck is supposed to be about. You know, getting Bolt Reavers, getting Mavericks.
Yeah,
But would you
actually-
take the risk of this getting pulled by summon minions for that?
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. Like,
Ooh,
you
well
have to
played.
attack immediately if you're throwing her in there.
You probably don't even have to play summon minions, honestly. You just probably play this with the other 6 units and then run it that way.
I was semi-joking, but also serious.
That's like the JK LOL that you send to a girl after making some awkward advance.
But if
But if I did.
Like, this is gonna be meta. No, just kidding. Unless. Wait,
Unless. Sorry, my friend had my phone. Haha, dude.
there you go. Yeah.
That
I
stuff
think
really
minions help
happens
the
though.
deck too hard to sacrifice it for this, and
You don't want to pull over some minions. That's what we're doing. Now.
She just, dude, you just summon minions. She just fucking shows up, dude.
Minions, and all of a sudden you think she, you know, she has these unexpected expectations if you wanted to marry her and stuff, and it's like, no. I wanted the one with the sunglasses. Play
I wanted the one with the combo legs.
and call somewhere every night. Hey, remember the time I got you that foresight?
Oh boy.
not to mention too, the deck already runs a lot of 1 costs in there, right? So pulling those could set you behind. Like the ideal is that it draws Black Crown so that you can mana ramp again right after playing her. But if it pulls like a Heartless attack or whatever it's called, then you kind of fallen behind, and that deck can't afford to fall behind.
If minions is nerfed, this is the replacement. By that point, your deck is nerfed, man. I think
Your deck is dead, dude. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Strongly-
Bad news.
Strongly
for you.
imagine Black Crowns would get nerfed before minions.
Yep. You're have to find something else. You got one more month of it, so enjoy.
Enjoy. So yeah, okay. They got the scores from that. Oh Jesus Christ! The next one. Akechi
Ban it.
Mitsuhide. Eh?
Ban it.
Ban it.
And
It's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card you got here. It's basically reverse ascension, dude.
Reverse Ascension.
Ascending in a different slot.
It's Virgil.
Destroy another random friendly unit and gain 2/4. So you could play this, and after you play your slow tyrant, if you're scared of a fucking Tsetse, and now you've got a 3 cost that's 4/8, and you have fast tyrant. That's spooky. Haha, 4/8 and a combo 2/6. Sounds good, dude. Or 2/8.
Wait. With agility. Mm.
Play Alf, then this. Fucking Alf, dude. Oh, that's actually a good point, too. Can we keep calling him Alf, though?
Sticking with Fred Durf.
Red Durst, dude.
Alfred?
And yet we can't have a 2/5 Beltway? No. Feels fair, man.
I'm not a fan of this card. I don't know. I guess we're at 4 opposites tonight, but
Drop
Biggest
Alfred,
card.
drop this. That's a dead cat.
for the same reasons you guys didn't like the card in green, this can definitely brick and black. Substantially, when you just want to keep spewing out your 3 costs, especially when you're playing Brain Dead Zombie Ryu, which is hella brain dead. You're not going to throw this out in that deck. Because you might kill your turtle, and then I'm going to laugh. So go ahead and play that.
Whoa, dude.
Go ahead and do it.
Kyle's like,
Better play turtle than this with Junie on the board. See what happens.
I do like that it doesn't synergize with Turtle, right? I like it.
Yeah, it's actually not a red black card, which is I really appreciate.
I'd run this in red black. I just wouldn't place the turtle first.
Again, like this is when placed on the field, so like you're gonna defect this, and then what happens?
Hell
Right?
yes. You're
Who
going to have a
runs
4 attack unit.
defect in their zombie Ryu deck?
4/5? That's pretty good at a defect.
Do it. So you're not gonna run defect if you're running this then. The new action, which we're not at yet, you wouldn't want to run this because it kills one of the units. You can't run this in a deck with living death, obviously. Rebirth, etc. So
Listen.
where does the zombie engine?
Okay, Thirsty, if you want to test something out, I want you to put 3 of these in the graveyard and then use that new action, that 5-point action that brings back 3 3-gus.
Only one will survive.
You
That means
probably
it-
get one of them at 4 or
You
5.
probably get 1 at 4/8, dude. The other ones are going to die.
No,
No.
it would be 4 or 5 with the new action because they're all at 1 HP.
Oh, that's right, that's right. But I am curious to see what happens, dude. The top one is just alive or what?
It's just not. Yeah, I mean, it would be the top one kills. No, the middle one kills the top one, then the bottom one kills the middle one. That order.
Always
So
put your catchy at bottom.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking great. I just want to see what happens if it's just like, yeah, singularity, dude. Nothing happens.
Well, Kyle's trying to bring Hilda back. All right. Well,
Oh, dude, that new 5 cost can bring Hilda back, and then this guy could kill Hilda, which will bring out another unit.
That's what I was actually thinking too when I saw that 5-cost card. I was like, yo, man, 3 Hildas. And then you just like sit there and you're just like, there's just like you kill those Hildas, they come up with new units, you're just like, yep.
I would not play Hilda in a revenge deck.
Yeah, Hilda with a Hilda card that can give you signals back. That's what I'm looking for in mono black. Oh boy. I think this card is interesting, but we're gonna make new decks with it. We're not gonna, try to fit it into current ones.
It's cool, but I haven't heard like any good combos or synergy based on what we've seen so far. If something comes out that supports the idea of if something's dead, do something, which I think is black might be on the verge of spirits, but I haven't seen that yet. So I'm not a big fan of the card, but the numbers are nice. I mean, rivaling, can't say the word right now. Panda, and in terms of stats, but I think it's a worse Ascension. I know people are comparing to Ascension, but it doesn't have Ascension, so it does die to Fate.
There's just so many funny things that can happen with this card. I can't wait to see. Dude.
Yeah, there's gonna be some really funny combos with it. I just don't think I'm hot.
Warped Research Instinct, and it's just one card comes out. It's like 4/8, dude. Pog. Dude.
Yeah, like if you have more than one card on the board and one's healthy and the other one isn't, then I mean you can take the risk with this, but sometimes you're not going to
take
have it.
risks.
I want to make a shitload of bad stuff with this. Exactly. That's what
Definitely
I'm
risky.
thinking of. Is just funny stuff. Don't want that panda to be alive anymore? Fuck it. It's dead now.
Yeah, that's just pretty expensive.
I
At the
like
time,
it.
Power and Akechi combo was expensive.
I think I'm giving this a 4 out of 5.
I'm sitting right at a 3 out of 5 for it. I do think there's a lot more synergy that this can have, and I think it actually can fit decently well in the zombie engine right now. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's also like a good, nice anti-board lock card as well. And I can see it too as a tech choice for Black or Raging Demon specifically against like Big Resonate, because right now the way Big Resonate plays and Smart of is, oh, you have your Ascension unit in front of me, now I can just keep this unit and don't let you kill that unit because they can't drop a unascended unit to Raging Demon. This is kind of like a Shmove over and Ascend mixed in the same thing to kind of unblock you from that. Still very situational, which is why I say like a 3 out of 5, but you're still getting a 4/8 out of it. And dies to Fate, yeah, but the more 3 costs you have that die to Fate, the better you're off. You are. It's like Fate's really gets its value from killing 4 costs.
Panda is used as a one-of in Yondex. I think this at best will be a one-of. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
Iowa gives it a... That's all right, dude. I'm telling you, I'm going to do that at some point. I'm going to have the sound clip.
Ties to Assassinations list.
It's all right.
It's all right, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. One of these times when I have like exclamation Iowa, it's going to be like, it's all right.
10 out of 5 art, though.
He's got that lipstick, though. Ready for his date.
The artwork's cool. It's kind of close to Astalos in some ways.
Dies to murderous if you play it raw. I mean, I just like the fact that you can play it raw. You don't really lose that much. Here's the card that Chris got to show off. Bouncy Boy, the Black Imp.
Dancing.
It's a 3/5 for 3, so the stats are amazing, and it gives the enemy hero +3 life.
I'd rather have a 4/8.
Damn. Ooh.
I knew that was coming.
Rather have a 4/8 for 3? Damn.
At what cost?
At what cost?
It's not for free. So again, like I was alluding to earlier, seems like spirits are getting some interesting death effects across all the colors. We might see something else that really pushes the spirit tribe, but right now we only have what we can see. E for 3/5 is the exact same numbers for Nilo Angelo, which is a core card. Angelo hurt yourself for 3. So I guess the question is, do you want to heal your opponent for 3 instead of hurting yourself for 3 and playing this card? I think this card will see some play at the start, but again, it depends on what spirit-based actions we're looking at and maybe any other spirit-based cards. I mean, there's not too much else to say about it. Healing your opponent can be bad for certain decks, right? If you're trying to burn them down with Jahenku, you're not using this.
Jahinku.
You're not using this. But if you're playing something that's 100% always going to be playing for the long game, like Dark Destruction or Raging Demon, then you might want to play this because it does essentially win some trades against a lot of specific cards that are available in the meta currently. Going into next month, we'll have to see. But this is a really solid blocker. Early game, it doesn't matter. You're not going to heal more than 30 to your opponent, so you can use this early game. But I don't know. Depends how much you value the late game in black, I think.
Yeah, I like the stats on it. I think it makes sense, and I think it's interesting that it works perfectly for playing this early, and you don't have to block it right away. Like if your opponent plays this card, you can take a hit from it and then kill it, and you'd be fine. Literally fine. I was thinking about how cool black-green would be if your new 5-cost defect brings 2 random units and then Nira, and then your Nira gets 5/5, dude. Yeah, there's some cool combos.
I guess that would work.
Use the they all heal.
Well, it actually... I guess it depends where Nero's placed. It's like top to bottom. So Nero would have to go on the bottom if you want the most of it.
It's another card that you could add to Panda to make a Panda deck actually viable. It's just a bunch of resurrection and seal stuff where it's like it comes back and it's sealed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're pulling this with Hatred Reborn, and then you can't heal your opponent anymore. And the 3/5 is nice, but like I said, I'd rather have a 4/8. So you're trying to hit Panda with those Hatreds.
Well, that's the thing. I think what happens with those Panda decks is that they're just really inconsistent because you're trying to make 3 units do all the work. And I think this makes it more consistent. It might not be at full strength most of the time, but you won't be like... I remember a time I played 4s and I stole someone's Panda, their singular Panda, and then they just flailed and cried and just fucking just Hatred Reborn, fucker. I don't know, not a rebirth, but like, I don't have this card. It's like nothing in your graveyard though. So like, that wouldn't happen anymore. Probably not.
Mono black beatdown.
Game is out of
Yeah.
control. Use
I
the
don't
bring
think
back
so.
3 Sea Vipers, dude.
I think it's too insane, right? Because the 3 for 3/5, if it was insane, then people would be running Angelo still. It's just a really solid card, and I think it's really good for just pushing and winning certain lanes, assuming nothing bad happens. But it's middle of the road right now. The Spirit Tag is the most interesting part about this to me. But without any efficient Spirit synergy, it's a 3 out of 5 for me, which is his numbers. But I did enjoy revealing this guy and showing his little dancing thing on my stream.
Oh yeah, the secret. I mean, I'm not averse to healing the opponent because, I mean, fucking Liberating Slash is really good. That heals the opponent. But I mean, we'll have to say what kind of decks we can use them in. I like big stats that can't be a reset.
On 3 of these, you're healing your opponent for the same amount as Liberating Slash, and I don't know if that's really worth it. I don't know. Have to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think as it is for black, I think they're looking more to win boards without sacking life as it is. So I think this fits in a lot better than Nilo Angelo, unless you're playing Spike Launch. That's like the one exception. But right, like it's just the idea is if you win the board control like super hard, then it doesn't really matter if you heal them for 3, because I mean that's just one attack line from this guy as it is, and place on top of whatever else you're playing, and it keeps you in that neutral spot to like. Black's really strong right now because they can kind of get a little bit of damage off on you for free without hurting themselves. So then that still sticks you in the you have to make the first move. Whereas like if they start hurting themselves by dropping like a bunch of early Nilo Angelos, you're kind of a little bit safer to still keep things at your own pace as much as you can.
Gucci also has a good point with mono black. You could just have it be the only 3 costs in a mono black with hatred.
Yeah, it's gonna brick less if you're going that direction.
I don't know. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. There is some potential, but you know, we're gonna have to see what other spirit support we get, etc., etc. What you guys think?
Spirit support can definitely bump this guy up.
Scores. Let's hear some numbers.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
0 out of 5.
Damn. I was just
This
like,
card is
I'm
so
tired, but I
bad.
got them hot takes, dude. Explain yourself.
No, this card is legitimately bad. I do not like this card at all. You will never get any value unless like this has something to do with like some alternate win condition we just don't know about. Like this card is just really bad.
I'm gonna cry.
You'll never get value off of this card. You get a 3/5 and you give your opponent 3 health. Like as a 3 cost, you'll just never get that value to do anything for you. It's so bad.
think it's that
Man.
It's not necessary to use. I'll agree with that. But again, we need like some spirit stuff to convince us that it is worth playing.
This poor spirit face. I know he's got like he's got a little frown on. He doesn't have any eyes, which is a problem. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
And yeah, that's the key alchemist. We don't have the full set, but based on everything we know, we can judge thusly. But once we see more, maybe he's improved. So these are not set in stone.
Exactly. This is just the
Just-
card in a vacuum, or just like what we have to deal with him right now. Next one, we got the Poofy Pants. Poofy Pants boys. 3 cost 1/7. Human. Oh yeah, Otomo Sorin gains 1 attack, so after 3 growth he goes to 2, and then he does a thing that I hate. He gives you your Alexia back, and it costs 3 now. Ha 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 ha! Funny. 5 out of 5. I hate it.
It's all right.
You go to seal this thing, you just put Desperate Act, and you get that fucking Alexia back, and you're just like, yep. Also, human for Fist of Destruction, dude. Okay. Kyle, Fist of Destruction, P, dude. Trying to
Yeah.
find.
This is a pretty decent card. I mean, there's a lot of humans. Yeah, it's a good point, Kyle. I mean, we are getting some spirits and stuff as well, but for the most part, we're going to get a lot of humans this set. So, I mean, humans existing in mostly red have been pretty important. Of course, there's some humans in green that see play, and black obviously has a few humans, but they're actually relying on creatures and machines as well. So I guess in a black human deck, this could get some play, but you got to think like if you're doing dual colors, you obviously have to run some 5 cost, or larger, and then you have to get them in your graveyard somehow. So there's a bit of a catch to this card, right? On the surface, it's very good. A 2/7 for 3 is very good. So even without the extra effect that it does, he's already better than most in the set, I think.
Yo, Chris pulls this out? God damn.
Yeah. But again, like, you're not doing this at the start of a game, right? Like, you're not opening with Legendary Chris, or you're not opening with Gate into this, right? You have to, if you want the most out of it anyway, you will have to wait before you can play this guy out. But maybe sometimes a 2/7 standalone is perfectly fine. I mean, it seems really good. So there's some cool things he can do, but I don't know. I don't know if he fits in a lot of like gimmick decks. I know the idea of like putting him in a Downward deck. You have to completely change around that deck. You can't rebirth anymore. You can't, do other stuff, and you just gotta hope you don't draw Downward. Since you're playing Nero, so it's It's definitely going to be a fun card to mess around with. I'm sure some people are going to find like some outrageous stuff to do with it at the start of the season. But moving forward, this guy will actually see some play afterwards. But I don't know if he hits that 3-up status just because that secondary effect is a little awkward early game.
Dalmater is
And,
6
like,
or
in all
7 cost, I
decks,
think.
There's revenge decks where you don't want to do this and stuff like that. I mean, I could go on and on about this card because the possibilities are endless, but I think he's really good.
I think he's insanely good. I just think right now you just put him in Raging Demon, you get your Alexius back. It's enough said, dude. Card's fucking amazing. And I don't think really you can have enough Alexia. You can kind of just, even just a 3-cost, 3/8, hurt yourself for 3. Who the fuck cares, dude? Kid. Whoopee.
Yeah, I think what really boosts this card up is, again, like Chris said, its stats. 2/7 for a 3 is kind of crazy. That trades with 3/5s, right? So that's why I was like, I was on the side of like, yo, Black Imp is pretty cool, and then this card got revealed right after. I was like, Black Imp sucks. This has none of the downsides of Black Imp and trades with the 3/5. So that's yeah.
In an expansion full of 3 costs, this is like one of the best 3 costs easily, which is saying something because there have been a lot of 3 costs that we've seen so far. Yeah. So even as a 2/7 that does nothing else after that, it's still really damn good. I don't know.
Drop this thing and drop Slow Tyrant. I think it's very cool for traditional based Uro decks.
Oh, I really don't like low cost cards as like weird gimmick and tech choices in Uro decks. I don't know, man. I've had too many bad rebirths in the past to try cards like this in Uro deck.
Oh,
so, like, you can
that's fair enough.
You can False Throne and then try to grow this really quickly with like, I don't know, this and then Slow Tyrant, but then like, man, worth it.
Packy, if you send over Chris and activate this, will it add Chris's back? No, because growth will proc first before the Ascension. So his effect will proc and Chris won't be in the graveyard yet.
Yeah, Ascension and growth are pretty instant. It's pretty funny though.
Though if Chris pulls this and then you ascend over Chris with like a 3-cost and then drop a 3-cost, that's your way.
I think if this was, if it was limited to
Hear me
6
out.
or more, it might be a little better, or it might be a little worse. But the 5 cost, ugh.
Bring back your Valstrax.
Yep. 3-cost Valstrax. I mean, I mentioned Alexia is the strongest thing just because she can avoid fate easily.
Lady 5 cost. So again, like we're at a point where if you want to play this in gimmick dual color decks, you have to figure out a way to grow this, right? And of course, the natural answer is going to be Desperate Act, right? Instant 6 growth points for 1 cost. Okay, so you have to find this guy, you have to find Desperate Act, and you have to have a 5 cost in your graveyard. And then you just lost the Valstrax.
When things are
Man.
discounted and then sent to your graveyard, are they still that cost in the graveyard?
Dual color a gimmick with this guy, yeah. Not if Val gets Shinku'd. No, that Valstrax is always going to be shielded. you lost the Valstrax while typing that sentence.
Just get HK Chun, dude. Fucking yeah. There's just a lot of cards you can bring back from the fucking grave with this thing. But does anybody know? Like, if I coral something and then it goes to the graveyard, does it retain that cost or is it reset?
It resets.
Whoop!
There's
Busted.
been bugs before where they sometimes didn't reset, but those are bugs and then usually get fixed fairly quickly.
Well, putting in Manifest Destiny right now.
No, Kyle, I mean, you can beat Blazing Wall of Valstrax now, but I'm saying if you go for this gimmick shit, you're going to lose the Valstrax because it's way too slow. You have to do some other stuff in the meantime. Like, you can't just focus everything in this combo. Is what I'm getting at. So you're going to lose this way too fast.
If you can get it to max level, just fucking bombast, dude. Fucking dark bombast.
Yeah, essentially bombast. But for any color, I guess.
I never attack Valstrax. I kill it with actions. Kill it with Shinku. Did we give scores? 5.
I think it's a 4.
It's a 4.
I mean, I'll give it a 5. I think the growth effect is just the cherry on top. A 2.7 for 3 is nuts.
It's kind of
Well,
like Nidhogg, honestly, where it's just like the base stats are pretty good. If you grow it strong, and then it's like get to the top level, cherry on top, dude.
Whole existence is gimmick. Valstrack is easy. Yeah, because you're playing a deck that also has flight cards with agility, but they also have 20 million attack and 40,000 health. Of course, you're gonna win that exchange.
Iowa, what do you think?
Can Black stop getting all the cards that result in flat MP gain? Please.
Well, about that, we have another card to talk about after this one. After you score this one.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, he good. Got those fucking pants, dude. I want those pants. The parachute pants.
That guy came in like, "Yo, Chris, you proud of that reveal? Let me show you a real 3-stat drop."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, 2.7 for 3 is good. The second effect, I think people are going way too into and trying to build decks around it, and this is not a card that you're going to build decks around. That's all I'm saying.
What about Mr. and Mrs. Cutter though? Who got to reveal this card?
Kyle.
He's like, yeah, I like it. 3 cost, 1/5 looks good. I like it. I like how he just didn't know what
Kyle's
Crotango was.
face
It
right
was
now
like,
when anyone jokes about nerfing Turtle. It's got that old grandma face with a knife. You can't nerf my turtle.
oh man. Oh, his mustache is a blade. I didn't notice that. Get it?
Yeah.
Cutter. Ooh, got the knife, dude.
With the cutting.
Crotango. I guess we should kind of evaluate with Crotango. We got, dude, Blinky from Simpsons, dude. The fish with the fucking 3 eyes, dude. Fucking. They've got 6 eyes.
Dude, I haven't ran into these in Okami too. They also have sandals.
I know they got cute little outfits.
That game became one of my favorite games when I saw they had flying fish with sandals.
So kind of a combined thing here. Growth 6 turns into Crotango. Turns into, which can also shred those nasty death effects. Love it. I love when someone actually put 2 speeches on a Basarius I was using in the True Power deck, and that was just like, okay. Flipped it, it was just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the growth effect on the cutters more than Sorin. The max growth effect, I should say. Because this is actually something you can grow early game and be okay with. Some people hate the Tengu stats. What do you guys think about these numbers? 2-4, flight, and shield. Is that underwhelming?
I think it's
I
pretty
think it'd
fucking
be
good.
underwhelming if it wasn't missing, if it did not have that shield and flight, but it does, so that's pretty good. Especially because I would say it's a little more sus too if you're playing that unit raw at 5, but you're not. You're dropping a 3-drop. That's already kind of pretty safe bet there. And if you're playing mono black, making that grow in a combo turns into a really scary board.
Yeah, flight plus shield is really annoying, as we've all learned. Yeah, it's a soft Valstrax. Yeah, it doesn't have rush, agility, and instant win status, but it's still pretty good.
It still
more
holds the board, dude.
Yeah, it's also coming from a 3 cost that's flipped too. Like this is Gung Ho's desperate act to make you use desperate act.
Man, it's good. The
Pretty
fact
good
that you can use like Desperate Act on it to like make that unit start flying, essentially, right?
Yep.
It's
And then,
jank
like,
auto air, but or anti air, but it's in there.
It's solid. I think it's a really strong opener card in general. Like I think if you play Cutters, Gate, and Junie, maybe even Alfred in that order, doesn't really matter. 3-3-3. At the start of a match, I think you have a really good board. And there's very few things that can just stop that instantly. So get ready for that.
Yeah, and this is also still in, like, it's not being ran too much now, but if it got to that point, this is the color that has some of the craziest buffs. So, you know, one Psycho Power becomes a 4/6 shield flight. That's pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
A 3-cost shield flyer that can't be faded sounds pretty good.
I definitely run this in a black green true power deck.
Yep, it's funny because like this was revealed like a day or two after I made that deck and started playing it a few times. So I was like, oh, good.
Yeah. There's some cool ideas for this card. You can definitely do it in multicolors as opposed to Sorin, right? That's why I think the Cutter growth is a little bit better. Regard. Interesting is how the Crow becomes a spirit, right? I think this is the first ever card that actually changes tribes, right?
Legendary
Oh.
Nero does.
Oh, does he go from human to demon?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
All right, well, this is the second card, first legendary, that actually changes tribes. And there hasn't really been anything in the game that supports that effect, cards changing tribes, but that cannot be ruled out for the future. And again, this was a spirit, so, you know, spirits have these weird stats right now and might not see play unless something happens. So we'll see.
I like how the one on the right, if you look closely, maybe I'm just seeing it. It looks like he's making angry eyes with these two eyes here. What the fuck did you say to me?
This looks like he's got like a stare going on or something.
Yeah, they got their eyes are wide open, dude. No eyelids. That's kind of They got funny little hats on too. I like it. Funny little hat. Ratings. We have ratings. Kind of want to give this like a.
Cutters.
I guess as a whole.
I want to give them a 5 out of 5.
I want to give them a 4 out of 5.
Say 4.
And their little feet, yeah. Oh, that's right. 'Cause it looked like they're taller, and then it's like actually that's just their fucking stilts.
I just think, like, yeah, and even like Dongo said, like, you can really build around that flip, and that can get really scary.
Oh, dude.
It's just solid. It's really good because it's one of those things. It's not like, compared to other like cards that flip. Thinking like, you know, Gormagala, Basarios, Lucia. I mean, Lucia is definitely easier to flip because she's not growth, right? It's just resonate, so it's harder to stop that flip. But this is such a low investment that if you don't get the flip right, like if your Gore doesn't flip, that sucks. Like if it dies or it gets sealed, a 3-drop, like getting ruined is not the worst feeling in the world.
Exactly.
And yeah, actually, I didn't even completely forgot about it, but him healing every time it hits the hero too is scary. You have to deal with this card immediately while you know there's other stuff in the other lanes.
So in most matchups, this is pretty much guaranteed to actually be a 2/5.
Give this thing a Shoryuken. It's healing 2 HP every time.
We'll see.
Disgusting.
Pretty versatile.
This card plus the green healing legendary. Yeah, I was gonna say you could also do Amaterasu. Use the agility thing. Make it 3/4 and healing on every hit.
Yeah.
And it's a 5 cost, so it's everybody's favorite cost to deal with.
Yeah. It's definitely more dual color friendly, the cutters. So
The cutters.
seeing
Yeah.
where it ends up in that Ryu deck.
Chris, did you give us a score?
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
And what did Iowa say?
I'll give it a 1 out of 5.
Damn. What's wrong with you, dude?
He's just reading the stats off.
Yeah.
He's looking at the stats. Hate it.
Stat score.
I
I
was
thought it was weird when he gave Poofy Pants 2 out of 7.
2 out of 7.
Yep.
Man.
This card needs to gain 3 MP right away, or it's not
It
good.
needs to be rewarded for dying. Speaking of being rewarded for being removed from the field, we got fucking spaceship next, dude. Perfect score, 2 out of 7, dude. The returning arc, dude. This thing is kind of ridiculous. You can become the pullout king. You red green.
5 out of 5.
Fucking half my cards take units away from the field. Dude. Give me that back, dude.
So
We hit our quota of at least one very phallic card per expansion set.
Fucking, that's right, dude. TFS, we had the Crusher, dude. The fucking flying dildo, dude. Fucking the damned rook from ATH, dude.
this
Excellent.
comes from Kaguya, right?
Yes.
And Kaguya is the 4 cost growth unit for people that don't know. She might be there. 4 cost growth unit, 2/6. And for the first growth level, she gains MP boost 30, which is the same as Lair. And then the second growth would be exploring for the arc.
Did we skip
at
over
fir-
it?
She's
Oh, we
like one of the
reviewed
cards revealed, yeah. And we didn't know about the arc for a while, but to me, I think as a total package, this is really good. I probably would have given Kaguya a lower score before I saw green action that we're gonna get to. But in a proper deck, and you'll probably see this played in True Power. You'll probably see this played in Yawn. You might even see this played in Red Green Explore or something. I think she's really solid. She's really strong. She is a human, for some reason, even though she has bunny ears and a space helmet. It's
Sounded real anime, dude.
it's really solid though, and the arc is just a crazy card as it stands. So keep in mind the wording on the arc is return a friendly unit to your deck, then gain 2 mana. So I think even if that unit doesn't return, you might gain the mana back. I don't know.
I
what you guys
think you gain the mana back anyway, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
You can
'cause
use
it's
that card to
man-made.
save her. It's your mana unit that gives you a card to save her to get more fucking mana.
Yeah, that's the concern I have.
Does this say then or and?
And
And
If it's then you should be able to get the mana back. If it's then that means it's conditional.
Well, the wording on the spoiler channel still says then, but I think the official wording is end. I'll have to find
yeah,
out.
every
Here it says
posting of
and.
it has been and. I don't know what's going on with the spoiler channel.
I don't know. They mistranslated or something. Good deal.
but yeah, good. I mean, the fact that it creates a card to interact with the card you're playing is amazing. It's like that's how I feel about the Colleen Explorer, where it's just like, damn, her HP is low, but you can prevent a blocker from killing her.
Yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 because it's also attached to a really good unit. It's a mana battery. I mean, it's not a free mana battery, but it's attached to a 2/6 unit that becomes a mana battery, which is really good. Mana batteries traditionally have always been like 1 attack and that's it. So if you don't get the Explorer off, that sucks, but you know, it's not the worst thing too, and it's this card being from an Explorer makes it extremely great because green could use some of those, you know, recall cards, and they're good. The problem with the recall cards has always been they're really bricky a lot of the times. It's really kind of difficult to kind of get them in. They're pretty big commitment, right? Like if you don't get the unit back, you don't get the help from Dreams. The stats is nice from Valor, but you're also just kind of still losing tempo because you're not getting anything that helps you on your board immediately from those. Whereas this returning 2 mana is really good.
Yeah, this is incredibly good.
She good.
Even if you just drop it and fully grow it and get this card, you've pretty much refunded half of the mana for the card. Especially if,
And I love
something goes to
this.
fade it. Okay, well, I'll get half my MP back, at least.
And I love the idea of this card in a red-green Jill deck because Jill has had similar problems with recalls, and it's like, well, I don't want this unit to go into my pocket. And this dodges that.
If I ever fucking get angry at Brainwash, dude, Genesis returning arc, bitch, dude. I'm out of here, dude. I'm getting in my fucking various fucking spaceships and leaving, dude.
In one, you could argue the one downside is it does go back to your deck, which can be awkward in some scenarios. But I don't think people are going to running stuff like Valor instead of this. I feel like this is really strong, and just the fact you can gain the mana even if the unit dies, we assume, is really ridiculous. So yeah, Kaguya's. I mean, man, it's tough because she is growing, right? You have to do a growth to get there, so it's not like a standalone. But getting that growth is pretty easy in green decks. So.
It's gonna be harder to earn in dual color, but I still see it being pretty useful in dual color. Bushinryu this? Yeah, dude, we're taking off, dude. This is good. We're taking
Which,
off.
by the way, I was talking to my buddy Olaf earlier, and one thing we still don't know, and it's because I know we've compared it to like Cody, but we don't know if you can Bushinryu a growth explorer. Because this is the first time, and it's a little bit different because they technically don't have that label active on them, so they might not have that explorer active on them to be a Bushin target.
I'm pretty sure it will work, but there's also there's always a chance that it won't.
As long as a card has explore tag
I think
mentioned.
they confirmed in TEPPEN headline. Cite your sources, young man.
Confirmed it. I mean, it's probably going to work.
I mean, if it doesn't work that way, it's going to be a little harder to use in Jill, but I think we'll be happy with this card. I think we'll be pretty, I think I'm pretty happy to say 5 out of 5 with this. It's a Wescu mission card.
When this goes, it's like, it's not going on top of your deck, right? It's just going to be random. Right?
What's random?
Yeah.
It goes back to your deck. Is it like...
Oh, it goes back to your deck? Holy shit, get in the fucking car. I thought it was back in the EX. Yo, let's go,
that's why I was
boys.
saying
Fuck everybody,
red,
dude.
green, Jill, because this is one of Jill's problems is returning units to the pocket. So
Yeah.
this going to the deck, I think, helps Jill out a lot.
Let's go, dude. Genesis, dude, it's a Wescu mission. Let's go.
I was confused, man. I was like, Mallet is not as hyped about this returning the deck as I thought he was gonna be.
I just saw +2 MP and I was like, yo, man, you get that discount. You get that half off Space Woman. Okay. This is fucking great, dude.
But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that I wouldn't be surprised if Bushin doesn't work on those units because they technically don't have that active on them. It's the same thing of like when you seal a unit with Rush or Explore, then those functions don't work even though that text is still there. It's just not active anymore.
Holy shit.
Neuro Explore card. The problem with the Neuro Explore card, I assume you're talking about Awakened Power, Kyle. It gives 5 growth points, not 6.
Yeah, I mean, you send it, that's +4, +8, heavy pierce, and not taking counter damage. So,
You know?
that's a...
Wait.
Oh, you missed what I said?
Plus the crush, and you can ascend her. That's
Am I still on the call? Can you guys hear me?
Hey, you are. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm looking at the link that was sent.
Oh, you were watching the clip? Yeah, everyone got distracted by this.
Everyone got
Yeah.
distracted.
Buff
You got this
units,
YouTube link. It's a
aka
monkey drinking its own
also
piss.
provides
Anyway,
extra plus 4 HP, right?
I was saying, Kyle, you can't run Awakened Power with this
Yeah, I
because
mean,
you
you
fall
said it.
1 point short, unless you're okay with that.
I'm
It's
okay with
5,
that.
not 6.
I'll play my 1 mana unit. Thank you very much, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can't do a full growth with.
That's plus 4
Awakened
plus
Power.
8. Heavy Pierce and not.
We have to have a. You don't have to have a TLDR on that clip.
Oh yeah, because they're not really showing anything. But to be fair too, I wouldn't be surprised if Luke and Madeline didn't know either yet at this point.
That's what I should have
Talking about
asked Luke on
bait.
stream, dude. I had him. I had him, man.
Oh, never mind. I know what Nero you're talking about. The one that gets buffed based on explorers. I forgot all about
Yup.
that card. Yeah.
Let me drop
Yeah,
my.
because Kaguya is also a pretty good mana battery option in a humans built deck too. So that's also really good.
Dude, it's a rescue mission. Let's go, boys. Save everyone, dude. Freaking- You try to kill any one of my fucking kids, dude. I'm fucking putting them in the car and turning this shit around, dude. Back to the deck.
To the moon.
Sending them to fucking military school, dude. Freaking Endgame 3 Kage could be a loop, dude.
Yeah,
Just,
that's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid
just
of
no
like,
unplay
the-
damage, dude. Just relax.
But being able to grow them all, I don't know if it's gonna work out that way.
Is she a 7 HP?
Yeah, it wouldn't be an infinite thing just because.
Yeah,
of
you
the
can't really
fixed
loop it.
cost growth.
It's not like agile.
Oh,
But
she's got
being
6
able to,
HP? Fuck. That
turn
shit's
her
sick.
back and get another arc is pretty scary. But again, you could do it in like, I don't know, you can find more arcs in other ways, right? If you're doing Jill or even purple.
No, because to Looper, Kyle, you would have to drop 1, 0 growth. You drop the second one, she's now at 4 growth. You drop
You have to keep growing
third
her.
one. Yeah, you get 1 back, but
I'm talking human coral explorer.
Yeah.
Takeda.
Human Troll gets a buff just from the set being mostly human. That's something to keep an eye out for.
no, you're right. You can loop it. It's just you really have to hope they don't do anything while you're looping it.
Nothing.
If they kill one of them, you're fucked. Because you have to loop specific ones. You have to absolutely loop the one that got all the growth and hope that they don't kill the one that's mid growth.
If your opponent's doing nothing, then yes, you can keep playing Kaguya.
But there's a chance.
Your opponent disconnects, and you got
If they're asleep at the wheel, dude. Take it off, dude. Oh, that's great. Did we get scores from everybody? Kaguya and the Arc, 5 out of 5, dude.
I'll say 5 just because she's really versatile and the mana ramp is just absurd. Totally unnecessary to give more mana ramp. It's a green, but they get it, so.
It's human, so I like the fact that it's in a different color or different tribe now.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
A different stat line that isn't just one something with shield.
I know, right? The
It's a shield,
insta
not-
shield. Oh, pog. Red purple Jill's like 3 cards from being viable. Yeah, I know, right? Red purple Jill's pretty fun. And outside of just Genesis, I got jury out. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna play the card. 5 out of 5. Top 5 card in the set. Yeah, this is pretty good.
I don't know about top 5, maybe top 10.
What about Iowa? What does Iowa think?
I'm here.
Okay, so he's here. So then you heard my question. What was my question, Iowa?
What does Iowa think?
You got lucky.
Okay, real question. Are we still talking about returning art?
Yes.
Because that's what I see on stream.
Space Girl.
So, both Kaguya and this returning arc.
Or the Space Girl.
It's all right. That's legit my answer.
Dude, some dude called it out, dude. It's all right out of 5, dude.
I Fate.
Can
The
we
ratings
just
for
load up Iowa's
Kaguya?
review of the
5.
new cards, so then we can get him talking about the cards on stream.
Ratings for Kaguya, I think everyone was kind of like 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, right? Except for Io, who's fucking doesn't like it because it's not purple.
We're literally just talking about her now. We were, but I don't think there's anything else to say. She's pretty scary. I just think green's gonna be a force, man. It's gonna be really tough to deal with green.
Well, we got this card next, though. We got the little mousey with the big sword. Oh, it's Amaterasu as a
Not a
moose.
mouse. It kind of looks like a mouse, but from that angle.
Isn't it? It's supposed to be like a transformation sort of thing. That's totally a mouse. It's the mouse god.
It's the rat.
Fucking year of the rat, dude.
One of the spirits of the brush. Okay. One of the gods. Rat god. Rat god.
Rat god, dude.
Rat god. Rat god.
Mouse god. Why'd they make this card? I know, right? This card's 2 out of 5 to me. I don't know. It's pretty fucking strong. 2 for 2 is not bad, and then it only gets better. What the fuck?
2 out of 5. It's the guy who can get memory 7 in the first minute.
The fucking rat with the knife, dude. Better calm the fuck down. Rat god, dude. It's got the big. Wait, what the fuck? It's got a little scabbard for the sword, but it's not gonna fit. Not gonna fit in that scabbard.
I think this is better than Trust the Mid.
A rat amid suspicion, dude.
Yeah.
Rat god.
It does depend on the deck, right? Like, not everyone's gonna wanna this, but I mean, Jill can get memory 10 before you can even mulligan. And obviously Denjin can get that memory up too. I mean, Ryu with black can hit that memory count pretty fast, but they're probably not going to care about this, even though they use agents' memories for 2 damage when they're desperate. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a solid card. I don't think Red needed it though. I feel like Red already has like 5 other cards that do the same thing.
Yeah, I think this is a bit overkill. I guess if people were just like, I hate playing Hellbat for Detonate. Wish I could get Detonate without it. Okay, let's play some actions.
Like, memory in Red is really easy to obtain now, just with the existence of Chain and Chain Fist and Inborn Powers. Like, you're getting so much memory off of those cards alone, and then you just throw in something else and you're good.
Yeah, it's a shame that those are so fucking good, because it's like, I don't know. I kind of wanted Explore to be the memory enabler, but it's just like, fuck it when we have stuff like Chain of Fists and Inborn Power.
Yeah.
Part of me rather play the 4 costs you revealed today. That's true. I mean, the body from Tama is really good. I think this is also really good. Just if you are running one of those decks that just fucking spams actions and just fucking doesn't care about what the person's doing, but then you care all of a sudden, you can just pop this out 6 damage. I don't think it's like, oh yeah, just throw 3 of these out into your deck, but like, I think it's pretty good to have 1 if you're gonna play a lot of actions anyway.
I mean, Denjin was playing Lightning Bolt for a while, which gives you an idea of like how valuable a 2 for 2 can be sometimes.
I was gonna say, I think when this was revealed, or when people saw this card and were just like, "What the fuck, 2 damage?" and I was like, "Dude, fucking back in my day, we were happy with 2 for 2."
Where's my 2 for 10? This is a really solid card, but again, it's in red, a color that already does damage for the same. Um, I think it's really solid though.
Like the stages are just good, great.
I would compare it as a poor man's agents.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it could see some play in the Grand Prix next month. Well, maybe 3 months.
Now I know it's a bad card, Wood, because Iowa likes it.
I like this card a lot. I think it's pretty strong, and it's obviously going to get compared to Trust because Memory 4, that's where it's doing the same damage. And obviously Trust is nice because you don't have to worry about building that up, though I feel like unless you're playing against Jill, it is still somewhat of a downside to give your opponent that card. Jill is the only time where it's like you actually care about giving them that card and it actually screws them over. But just also because this has a higher ceiling of getting like insane damage. Memory 4, as we said, is already nothing. Like if Memory 4 was that hard, you wouldn't be playing Cody. But you know, Red Cody is all over the place. And Memory 7 is even easier. And exactly what Chris said, it's like if things are really desperate, you will play agents at the 2 cost for 2 damage just to stop something. So this is a card that will make it so you don't have to use your agents for that. This card I think is really strong, especially once it hits that 6, that Memory 7 and hitting for 6.
Yeah, the fact that it bottoms out at a meh and then it only goes up from there on out is pretty good. Especially because you will always end up trying to get that. You'll get that Valstrax down to fucking 2 HP, and they'll go to fucking shielded or heal, and you'll have an extra little unit agents 4 out of 5. I mean, pretty much. I like it. Oh, here's the card. Card everyone's talking about, except they're not really talking about it. Fucking Bamboo's Gift.
Yeah.
The growth unit, so place a unit in your deck with growth that has an MP cost of 4 or less onto the field. So let's
It's got the Space Girl on it, coming out of the tree.
Bamboo Space Girl. It's my favorite anime. My favorite band.
A Dynamo with this? What?
Animo seems like a bad pull for this.
What? Which Dynamo are you talking about? The one that hurts herself?
For 4/8, I'd rather just play that 3-drop that becomes a 4/8 and kill something else.
All right, so I pulled up all the growth units with 3 or 4. So this is the entire list of units that can be pulled with this card currently. Dude, you know how clutch this would be? Red green with Axel, dude. That empty slot. Gonna copy whatever the fuck's in front of it, dude. That's dope.
I'm waiting for the moment that like that happens and it just pops in front of FDR.
Surprise, bitch, dude. That would be so fucking good. Someone said Ingrid. Oh yeah, this one has a really high amount. That'd be sick as hell.
Yeah, Ingrid always had that issue. Well, this feels more like a mono green thing to me than dual color, but I know people are going to be using it in dual color.
I think it's just it's better in monocolor, but if you do it in dual color, you might want to restrict it to just 4s. But I think if you ran 3 Sasquatches and 3 Basarios, might be pretty sweet.
Dual
I
color?
really don't. Yeah, I really don't like this in dual color just because for that actual growth initiation, you need a full board, and that's already hard.
Yeah.
And then waiting for another 4 MP to play that card, and then playing and be like, please don't kill anything.
Well, yeah, I don't see it as dual color, but it's a cool idea to bring out a 4 cost for only 2 mana if you're doing this as a response, which can be really strong. That you know, whether you get the growth or not might not even matter with this action because you'll be able to use the rest of your mana to grow it afterwards. So but that instant growth can be really clutch for the obvious Sasquatch plays.
Yeah, I think I like the situation that might not happen a lot, but if you have 2 units on the field and you have a couple MP and someone goes to remove one of them, if you can play that card and bring out a third unit, it would have its extra effect before your whatever gets faded. So you do have some flexibility. You do have to kind of play around it, which makes it unfortunate. But a free level is a free level, man. It's a free lunch.
Yeah.
I like thinking of the possibilities for it. I think Ingrid is a really good card for it. Pukey maybe.
At most, you'd run 2, but doing dual color, you have to be really careful with it.
I mean, even if to play it raw, you break even as long as you stack your deck with just the 4s with growth.
Yeah, 4 cost, play a 4. But again, like you're kind of just leaving it out there to dry. If you're in that, like you need more growth actions to actually.
I would also say that like it does get a little ignored at sometimes, but one thing to think of if you play it raw and you just get a unit that's you're breaking even, you do have to take into consideration that you are giving your opponent a possibility of 2 free mana too, which can be really detrimental.
So don't play actions, folks. Just kidding. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I do want it to work, and I probably will try to get it to work. This is pretty much how I feel about Unexpected Assault, where it's just like, interesting card, can I make it work? Surges Kaguya into instant MP ramp. That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I really like this in Amano. I probably didn't really like this card when I first saw it, and just the more I thought about it, the more I like it, just because there are so many solid 4-drop growth cards in green, and using this in response is pretty good. I actually don't like this in a like full growth deck, like if you're all on growth, because then you're kind of limiting yourself. There's a lot of 3-drops you wouldn't want to pull with it, but if you only have like 3 Basarioses and Sasquatch and Kaguyos, that's pretty good to run like 1 of maybe 2 of these cards.
Yeah.
I don't know, if I was running full growth, I could stand losing Nidhogg or Rebecca.
It's just my problem with full growth with this deck is not even like pulling the 3s already doesn't feel great, but it's the issue of you're mostly going to want to try to play this card when you have a full board.
Yep.
And then that gets awkward for the fact that you're putting a 3rd unit there that will not be contributing growth points to the rest of the board.
Yeah, and you can't even grow that unit once you pull it because your board's full. Like you need an action or a true power or whatever, right?
Yeah, so it could get a little wonky. I'm not saying it's impossible or it's bad. I mean, obviously you can still do some stuff with true power, and there's still a lot of good things you can do with it, but I think it can be awkward. It's really nice the fact that because it only targets growth units, you can, play a normal deck that has these 4-cost growth units, but also, you don't have to worry about it pulling your other 3 costs if you're not running growth, or you can specifically put in what you would want it to potentially hit.
Whole Blizzard Buffalo? Do you mean Frost Walrus or
Blizzard Buffalo, the 4-drop 3/5 that gains spillover after he
Oh,
grows.
Holy shit, spillover with a fucking odd number attack.
a spillover? Busted.
I mean, if it had one more attack, it would be kind of busted. Mr. and Mrs. Cutter, Auto Tengu, dude. Basarios is funny as Auto Gravios. You pull Rashid and he automatically spits 2 damage at somebody.
I'll give it. Maybe this is like a 3 out of 5. I was thinking 4 out of 5 earlier today, but I think it might just be a 3 out of 5 because you don't want to run too many of them. If you run out of growth cards in your deck, you're kind of just screwed.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I saw a lot of people like, well, you just only run Sasquatch so you can guarantee that you can pull Sasquatch. That's a really bad idea.
Wait. That would be even more situational. I threw that as a possibility. Okay, I said that's the kind of.
I didn't even know you said that. Mallet's calling.
I said it kind of early, and I don't know if it went around. I guess everyone kind of thought of Sasquatch, but
yeah, it's just the problem of you know, if you use up all your Sasquatches and then you start drawing these cards, it's like, well, shit, I have this 100% brick card in my hand. I mean, you could play it, but you don't want to just throw away a 4 MP card.
No, I was thinking like if you had like the only growth units in your deck were the Basarios and Sasquatch, like 3 ofs, it'd still be a solid card to put in your deck. It facilitates what do you call it? Growth outside of like, oh, is all my deck growth? Working with Sasquatch. Listen. I don't have to explain myself to anybody, dude. It's the closest we can get. I also like cards outside of black that summon units. I'm trying to match it with fucking summon minions, but summon minions too good.
This one's definitely closer than any of the ones in the past, just because it can pull a 4 cost, which, you know, all the other ones that we've had, like we have the 2 red ones, is like 4 costs. It draws a 3. Like, that's not great. Especially because the red ones ends up in a lot of really situational things of hoping it draws the right thing, but it loves to draw the wrong thing.
Cheap Kaguya, dude.
The guy with the selfie stick? Oh my god, he's got a selfie stick.
He's like, please smile. I wish there was a card that was like, summons a thing with Explore and automatically just fucking pops off. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just picking out Kaguya to get the MP booster. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. If Kaguya is that good, this will be a card you might see a 1 of or 2 of. Could be fun. The Bamboo's Gift. So what scores are we giving this one?
3.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, I think 3 is fair. Iowa.
I'm here. I would give it a 2 out of 5. It's all right.
It's all right. Trying to impress Space Lady with his selfie stick. Gung Ho don't want Jill to be great. I mean, they're just like, nah, bro. Explore too strong. Go to the Fishmen. Then we got a character from like fucking Kingdom Hearts on here, dude.
There's that fish with sandals. You can't see his sandals though. Card's trash. Doesn't show sandals.
Wait, it's called Pandemonium? I didn't notice that. I think I just saw the card and then fucking... Oh, you know what? It was in Japanese. I translated it and I was like, I don't know what that is. Pandemonium.
Is that what they're
cool.
calling it?
Yeah. That means you could summon some pandas. Have the panda deck. Pandemonium, dude. And then all 3 of your pandas come back and you have no MP gain. None.
This was revealed this morning, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The spoiler channel on Discord actually translates it as the 100 Oni Knight, which is kind of cool.
Pandemonium.
But yeah, we'll have to see what it turns into. I really like the artwork on this.
Yeah, it's cool.
Really, really interesting card.
Time to do some DGen shit with this card.
Kind of hard to evaluate. I think people freaked out a little too much when they saw this card.
I don't
because
know.
of the possibilities. The way I think of this card is it's really good, but only if you have Dark Exchange active, because this essentially becomes a spreading infection, but with good units.
But with good units.
But again, you need to have that graveyard established. But, I don't know. If purple starts to show up again, then ceasefire. I don't know.
That's fair enough. I think of this card, or at least I was thinking of like the whole red-black situation, and the only card you would not want to get back from this is Gate. Everything else, hooray! Dude, great. Fantastic. Junie, okay. Discounts. Fucking Turtle, okay. Cody? Okay.
Sure.
Everything's popping off all at once.
I think even gate getting back gate with this is pretty good, depending on the situation, right?
Yeah. Sigma got sealed. Yeah, he's back now. Guess what?
Yeah, I think it's awkward for black because you look at most black decks right now and like how many 4 costs are they running? It's 3 costs.
That's true. But I think even
You're
bringing back
probably
3 costs for fucking 5 is just outrageous.
Yeah. But then you look at this expansion and it's like how many 3 costs is black getting and how many 4 costs are they getting? I mean, yeah, if you lose Nobunaga, you can get him back with this, and he's like front and center on the card, so that's kind of makes sense.
Oh man, I forgot about him. I see, Chris. I was not hating this card that much.
I was okay.
You want to use the revenge? Like if a card uses their revenge and then goes to the graveyard, and then you summon them back with this, I don't think they get revenge when they come back.
I think they do. I think you can bring
they do
Zombie
not.
back. They don't?
Pretty sure they don't.
You-
It's only one revenge per card or whatever per unit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
For Sigma and Agile for obvious reasons. But like I said before, if you have Dark Exchange active while doing this, and then those units die because their health is really low, then I think this card gets more value, right? So I feel like it's a combo piece with Dark Exchange. That's how I'm looking at it.
And given the MP generation of Raging Demon, what you do is you play Dark Exchange, and then you play this card, and then they deal with your board, and then you play this card, and then they deal with those cards, and you play this card, and then you're just like, you dead yet?
Demon, just- if you're Agile for whatever reason, you'll just bring it back with this.
Yeah, my biggest hatred of this card is the fact that it can bring Sigma back after you finally get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest gripe with this card, but I know that's also super situational. But I don't want them to have more ways to just keep relying on that single card. But damn, this set is like Shield Sigma. I really don't care. So, but beyond that, I don't see this card as being like insanely good. I see it as being pretty solid.
Can't bring him back if he dies to anime hero. I know. I'm really thinking about just like day one being like, let's make some fucking like HA1 decks. Just go wild.
Is Iowa available? Is he there? One has an opinion on this real quick.
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
You said no. You didn't listen to the question. Would you play this in a Dark Destruction mill deck?
This card, the mill deck specifically that I built,
Something similar.
well, if the revenge ability is not activating them, not really at all, because my build only has revenge units,
Right.
and then they're coming back with 1 HP. Their things doesn't trigger. Their stats are mediocre.
Interesting answer. So this was going to be you don't play this in a mill deck because you're milling your cards and you don't know what's in your graveyard.
Well, if we're talking about my mill deck, this completely misses the point. I think you could still potentially build a mill deck around this, like using Cursed Choice, using Death Executioner, but it really has to take that really cool card, right? You just got to find something to abuse it with. What's nice about this card is you can you could probably find something busted with this. I don't know what you would do, but being able to recur with this and Hatred Reborn, is it the one that no, Defect's the one that doesn't seal.
Right.
So I'm sure like once we see something like that, like maybe somebody will play this and be like, oh look, I have 3 of the same card that I'm going to kill you with.
So no one really plays Hatred or Warped outside of like, maybe Panda decks. We'll see if that gets play going forward, but people have been using Defects. So are people going to start running this instead? I'm curious.
If I was running 2 defects, I would absolutely replace one of them with one of these.
Yeah, if that was the case.
What
Personally,
memory,
I think this is a gimmick.
what other memory besides Cody synergies with this? The one that I unveiled today.
We'll get to that in a second.
Belgarder for one.
I was thinking Velgarder too, because he would get the memory bonus and it would bring him up to like what 3/5. It's kind of hot.
But Catchy would probably kill a random friendly on the board.
Oh,
Unless
that
he ended up
that would be hilarious. It'd be a laugh, right?
If one of your revenge 4-cost tyrants gets sealed, this can bring him back and then still proc
Yeah.
off, and then he'll revenge.
Yeah. But again, we're not really looking at a lot of decent 4 costs you're playing
Memory
now.
dog.
We black at something good for 4 costs that we haven't seen yet, but it's been a lot of 3s.
Yeah, Velgarder's a
So-
3/7, but this would bring him back with 1 HP, so it would be down to like be 3/5 because he gets like 2/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Also, I'm totally gonna do this in a recursion Rufus deck because that's already been fun.
It is really satisfying to do defect in Manifest Destiny and get that back. It's like no red text on the health. It's like, that was old hatred reborn right there. Black Rain Humans looking slick, can't lie, dude. I know, dude. Manifest Destiny, everybody back the fuck off. And I'll run the that new growth card and get. Well, I guess it doesn't really work out too well. I was gonna say the Heir to Ambition Wesker for cheap, but
Tell you, Mallet, in your Mallet Fest Destiny, just also run the green legendary action, throw that on yourself, and then use this. They
Oh, I
all
will be.
proc all those heals.
oh, I will be. Yep.
It didn't restrict this to just black units. It like every time they revive something from the graveyard, it has to be whatever, right? It's always whatever you want. Rebirth is still the same way. Just whatever color you want, you can bring it back to life.
V, sure.
Yeah, I also don't hate the idea of pairing this with Death's Executioner, right? Because you flood the board with good units and get that off. Pretty good.
Just have to have a really good graveyard at that point, because even something like Warped can't get played early game. So you're probably not running 3 of these, is what I'm saying.
Listen,
Oh, absolutely not. But this also doesn't run into the memory problem that Warped has, where like a lot of times it's like I have the graveyard, but my memory is low, so this card's not helping me right now.
Schmo just mentioned the one counter that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, Divine Intervention just fucks this card so hard.
That's gonna be
Which is another
hilarious.
reason why I'm
Yeah.
not stressed about it.
Yeah, that's one reason why I'm not too thrilled by this card, and why everyone's like, I don't know why everyone's freaking out whenever they see a black card. Again, we've talked about it before.
they see a black card.
Oh damn it! Why does black get all the fun? Like, do you
They're-
realize that this is like barely a 1 of, maybe a 2 of?
They're just knocking shit off their desk. Fuck them.
I mean, I know for myself personally, it's just aggravating because these things are like extra support for Sigma, and that's really just.
That's what I don't like about it
Get
is
away
that
from
like
it.
I sealed Sigma. Well, he's back now. Fuck.
The 5 cost, get your Sigma back, sure.
To get that win con back, great. I mean, what if you could? What if you could get fucking Lucia back? You see, once you kill certain legendaries, man, you don't want to see it again, dude. You don't want to keep seeing it over and over again.
I don't know. If Divine Intervention banished your Sigma, then you're not even using this.
It's true.
Yep, that's the one thing.
So, yeah, maybe I'll try Amy out.
I think everyone's gonna be trying Amy. It's gonna be funny. Except those people that are like, "Oh my god, I have to get the champions first day." I'll do Krotengu's on fucking what do you call it? War God's Perception. We saw this. We saw the Krotengu already.
Yep.
It was here the whole time.
Yep. True. Yeah, I think this action, whatever you want to call it, is like a 3 out of 5. It's solid. Just needs the right situation.
They left the Ascended part off of Maya Keiji card, so it just says gain 2/3. Sounds good. Just gain 2/3. I hate this card, the purple one. Yeah, it's kind of busted. State. So you're fighting a zombie deck, and it's like, Hatred Reborn. You're like, state.
More consistent than I think. All right, then run 3 of them.
He will. We'll
I
show
know he
you.
won't. He's right 'cause he's lucky.
The Halt Stealth card went. Oh, War God's Perception. Yeah, I think that's a little crazy. It's. I don't think Jury needed a fucking card to help land shit.
War Gods? We revealed that last week, didn't we? On the podcast?
We did.
You know, that was the Iowa's card. Definitely an Iowa card.
We have one more card to talk about.
I know, right? Let me bring it up. Actually, did they put it on here yet? Can I refresh this bad boy?
It's not on here.
No. Why did I bring that up?
They're waiting for the real text.
Which is when played.
Memory 4 gives
Fuck
your
me.
opponent detonate.
Gives your opponent bullshit.
And Nate's enemy hero.
Let's see. Let's pull up the Twitter for this one. I mean, I guess I could always bring up the fucking thing too. Let me do that. Studio mode.
Detonate reveal tomorrow. What could it be?
Oh, what the fuck is it, dude?
What a wacky character. Enjoy the artwork.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Just kidding.
Who? Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's really good that it's doing that. Get the fuck out of here. What if it constantly tracked your memory and then the effects just happen when you hit memory 4?
Okay.
That'd be fucking crazy. I mean, if all cards were like that, I'd be like, oh.
This sounds like another growth of some sorts.
Yeah, we blown.
Nice. So everyone's playing Genesis, huh?
I know. I hate the fact that it helps Genesis.
Everyone's playing Genesis. So yeah, you can Bushin this guy and it would work.
Supposedly, I mean, did we get it? Did we get a confirmation?
I think it does.
I would hope so too. I hope I can Bushin Takeda and get fucking laid.
Anything that's Explorer should count.
Playing Bushin does not rotate. God, if we lost fucking Bushin, that'd be bad situation, boys.
You can play every set, including this new one next month.
As far as I know, anything that explores can be Bushin. Yeah, I'd hope so. Like, Explorer is actually dead, unusable. I see the type. Oh man.
Like figuring out the most broken dual color combos.
That's what I was saying, man. You get Pandemonium, you get 3 of these guys, and you're just like, fuck, I don't have enough pocket for this.
You know, mono red uses this card too, right, guys?
Nope. It's
Yeah, in terms of being able to boost in this, I would say like the potential reason of like this and then the growth ones is this is the first time that we've had conditional explores like this that aren't like it has that text, right? Like it technically doesn't have the text until that condition's met.
I know, Kyle, the dual colors warped your mind and can't go back, but I think mono colors are still pretty good. I think Jill's gonna be pretty good next month.
Well, we fucking say that every fucking month of every fucking, like, just everything, dude. This is her time. She's gonna win it. And then it's just like, fucking just... This time I actually mean it. The other times I was just lying to your face, dude.
Well, she hit 2200 for the first time.
She did, but I don't know. It seems really implausible. I don't know how those guys get that good.
Black red antibody, stop it, Kyle. Stop it. Please.
Stop. I want it to be a dual color.
I think Antibody's going to be really scary.
Well, unfortunately, it's just we. Yeah, I got to show this card off, and I was I was a little sad that it's Detonation because I really want other explorers other than Detonation. Please, if it was Hellfire, you know how fucking good this would be. This would be outrageous.
Supernova.
No, that's too far. Also, Supernova fucking it will fuck your pocket up, dude. That shit's expensive, dude.
Oh.
4 costs? Damn, dude.
Oh.
We'll see how Takeda works out.
Yeah, Takeda's really good. I think Antibody's like, it's hard to predict tiers right now, but it's definitely in the running for best red deck. We'll see what Ami does.
I just wish we had a bit like I'm always excited to get more tools, right? I was happy to get like the halt. I was happy to get you know, stuff like I guess not really not explore, but like riding the giant weapon, stuff that like we don't have to just kind of mix it in. I love the toolbox, dude. The toolbox Jill, dude. And if people run units again, it'll be fun to bring what's his face back, Wolfang.
People run units.
People will run units. I'm just saying, will it be worth running the halt?
A halt
2-cost halt? Why not?
from Liz.
Yeah, Wolfang.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah. No, I thought Trauma was already being played. It's called
Trauma? No,
Trauma.
people don't really use it.
No? Hmm.
Oh, Trump? Did you use Trump card?
Trauma.
Trauma. No, people won't use trauma.
Trumpa.
Trumpa, dude. It's cutting off a little bit. I won one Wolfang in my current Joe list. See, that sounds cool. That sounds cool, but no one's doing it. They're like, I don't have any room. I have to run Dragoon and FDR and fucking Lucia and fucking Super Jill and not Super Jill, but the fuck is a unit?
Trauma is better than Detonate in some cases.
I know it is, and I want it to be, but it's just that death. I mean, that's the thing is if this was in Explore for Trauma instead, it would be fucking hilarious. But it'd be a better way to get Trauma because getting it on dying is pretty lame.
Kyle lost his mind. He's imagining everything with Pants Guy now.
Pants guy. Oh my god. His name. Otomi Soren? Is that what it is? He's Soren, dude. His pants are Soren.
Soaring over California.
Shit. I think it's up on the. Nah, it's Pants guy.
MC Hammer.
The thing that gets me most excited about Tama is that I know one silly player is gonna be like you're gonna give him like the gun, so he's got like 2 attack, 4/7, and then one black player is gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna malice that and give you another detonate.
Oh
You
yeah.
give him a gun, dude.
This will definitely not work as well as you think it does.
That's how a lot of these explorers should be. I hope this is like a testing ground for them to do that stuff because I do hate that like all the explorer things are on play. It's just like Malice? Well, fuck you then. That Dimitri is never gonna see the light of day. That fucking Nash sucks ass.
Memory works.
That
really
Nero
well, but
sucks.
There's no other memory explorers, are there?
No, this is it. This is the only explorer we've seen, like the ones that teased this this whole line of teasers. The only time we've ever seen an explorer that was not like either on play, on death, or like on hero hit, on Dawn or on Blitzen, dude.
Surprising. I figured Haunted by Memories would give like a memory explorer. Oh, they did actually. They did it in Tiny Hero, but it's an action.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
I've never seen Wounded Heart played, so. Oops.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
I saw someone play it They lost.
Fucking wounded heart. Goodbye, mana. Dude, fucking-
Like game.
does that cost 4? Why? Why does it cost so much?
Yeah, it's awkward as hell.
I guess there's only one card we haven't seen yet, and it's tomorrow. So I guess we gotta keep streaming until it gets shown off, dude.
At least one. I mean, Japan's gonna be posting one, right?
I thought
believe it or not.
they're done. Luke told us today on my stream.
Oh, we don't have another one tomorrow.
That means Chris wasn't watching my stream. Just kidding, no.
I was watching. I joined the background.
Yo, man, the Kushi's gonna be lit, dude. 3 for 2/2, and she gives you that fucking beer. She's
So-
on her dog, dude.
So there's probably like a 95% chance James has a purple legendary to reveal tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Just saying.
Don't
Sounds about right.
stop saying. Dude, Russian Crush, dude.
What about self-predation 2.0?
Fucking selfless predation. You eat someone else's unit and get 7, dude. You gonna finish that, dude? Fucking- oh no.
That sounds fair.
It sounds really fair, dude. I mean, I guess that's what
Right.
scavenger is, but
You eat the enemy hero.
you just eat them, dude.
Yep.
I'm surprised purple hasn't gotten like crazy shit, dude. We haven't seen like I'm like a hero seal, dude. Like a fucking steal your hero, dude. What the
Still waiting for that dream 1 cost negate that negates a 1 cost.
I want to see a purple legendary action. It's a fucking body swap, dude. Fucking Gratz, you're my hero now, dude.
Body
Deal with
swap,
this
like,
shit.
Just swaps HP, so you just wait until the last second and then be like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you'd like swap hero arts with them or something like that. Be like, now I can Shinku. It's like, oh shit.
That should be something that X should have had, but you know.
Now I've got your power.
Now I've got your power. Bam, dude. Not deck swap, but just literally like hero art swap. Like, oh shit, dude.
Oh,
Some Kirby shit.
Swap with fucking Jill. It's like, oh, you don't have any explorers? Well, you just fucking bricked pretty hard, dude. You fucking no hero art? Sounds pretty good.
Ginyu. Some Ginyu shit.
Pretty much. I'm trying to think of other like purple like control shit they can do, and that's what I could think of is like add Phoenix Wright, dude, seal the hero for like 10 seconds or something like that, or like, dude,
Hell.
fucking the body
a hell
swap.
of a legendary card or something. Just like, yeah, you guys just switch hands. Swap your hands. Whatever card you have in your hands, you guys trade those out.
Got a shitty hand? All right, not anymore. It would be funny to do that as a response to Trump card. Here you go.
Dang, you think you got a good hand? Let me see that.
Show me that.
Definitely want to see more stealing. Stealing card.
They put in a fucking cat that steals. You're just like, yo, can we get more?
Yep. In
I'm
action.
up for it. As much as I used to hate it, man, just being forced to play all those Plundered Blade games. Shit's fun.
London.
Oh yeah, that one fucking match you played. Jesus Christ, get in the car.
Oh, that was the best thing ever.
That
So
was
yeah, let me steal
nuts.
your Maruto Munto. Let me steal your Valhazak. This is all fine.
Give me that, dude. Fucking show me what you've got, dude.
Dude did Living Death and it just put my Maruto Munto right in mid lane. It was so good. Good thing I only have Dull's memories in my hand.
That was so fucking funny that there's just like that Wesker must have been playing the All Legends deck, dude. That came up with it's just like, fucking what the hell? Every card you stole was a fucking legendary.
Oh yeah, I stole Sigma too. That's right.
Like, I'm just gonna borrow this. I want to see a purple card that gives your hero a big dick that adds another board slot, dude. The big dick. Move an enemy unit to a different lane and halt, dude. Plunder's just waiting to steal or your next set. Yeah. Oh, actually, black has the means to deal with that. It's called fucking destroy. You know what? You know what doesn't? Other colors. Just kidding. Thunderbrew's pretty good for that, but
Yeah.
just have 3 fucking Hyanards in the field. Be fine. Fucking 1 damage a billion times. That's what we're not seeing. We're not seeing any machines. What if I want to run Hyanard and Green Dragoon and shit like that? This is human Dragoon. This is what we're seeing here. A bunch of fucking humans. But it's okay. We've seen like how many cards?
Over 30. I think it's close to 40 actually.
That's amazing. But that still means there's a lot more cards to see. So
And there's still the red basics.
oh yeah.
You think we'll see
Basics
any-
can be a game changer.
Cards that are not from these 2 franchises, like I don't know, Wesker, Guile.
Maybe on the actions, like crossover cards, because the Morrigan artwork kind of hinted at that.
Oh yeah.
For that,
Haven't seen any of it yet. I don't think there's going to be any units.
The set was
Well,
not
this
a
year-
commie set. It was human set. Yeah, it kind of is.
It's going to be crossover.
I personally would love to have some, please.
I'm
Yeah.
also expecting Purple's other legendary unit is going to be Waka, now that I played a little bit of Okami. And he's now one of my favorite characters ever. So
Waka
Yes,
from
it's
Final
perfect.
Fantasy X, dude. Huge crossover pog.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Memory 2 hits you with a blitz ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go, let's dude, explore for Blitzball. Oh, dude. His ultimate weapon, dude, the fucking ball with the saw blade in it. Probably not regulation, but you know.
It's at home.
I just want everything to explore. I'm sorry. Just want a card to explore for a dam in case I just can't seem to find a dam to give.
Did we actually score this last card? I can't even remember.
Tama? I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Cruelty for Explore, dude.
I think he's a 4. I know some people are going to want him as like a 5.
He's a 4.
Hey, actually, no one say anything. Just fucking.
What happened?
What were we talking about? What did I just say, young man?
Explosion, man.
We were talking about Waka.
Ooh, he was weak.
Waka's dope.
He's dope.
His sword is called Pillow Talk, and it's a flute that turns into a lightsaber. And he's an asshole. He speaks a lot of French.
Holy shit. Iowa, what do you think of Tama?
I like that he exists, but I don't think it really helps red. Red is one of the colors that doesn't have an answer to like everything. I feel like green and red, they can deal with stuff. That's why they're so good right now. But like red, you look at Oro, you look at just Shara, anything, and you just like cry.
I know. I kind of wish they had like a machine gun sort of fucking like he's got like the belt with all the dynamites on it. What if they all went off and did 1 damage? That'd be sick.
That's something I would love for red to get. Like this for 2 MP does 4 damage, but it's like does it in 4 hits, right? Like 1 1 1 1 1.
Yeah.
Even if it was a fucking legendary and it was just like a fucking machine gun, and you could just have a big animation where it's like, butter, 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 butter. It's like, dude, nice. That would be dumb in Dungeon. Oh yeah, you're right.
Ryu is holding that color back so hard.
I know, right? I swear to fucking God, dude. It's like Jill, if she had some mana options, she could really pop off without needing to rely on fucking legendaries to high roll everything. But it's like, nah, man, but then Ryu would get it. It's like, fuck. It's like, you have Claire.
Yeah,
it's like,
actually,
yeah, but...
Sexy
was
Ryu.
all about that freaking big idea of like a machine gun, but just the idea of Denjin just sounds awful now.
It sounds
Machine
awful.
gun?
Thanks a lot.
I hate it.
Every turn it does 4 damage. Great. Well,
What if the card does 4 hits for one damage, but if this card gets +1 damage at all, it does nothing.
punished, dude. Like, hero specific punishes, but if you ever fucking try this with this card, I will kill you, dude.
In fact, now the damage goes to your hero.
Now you just shot yourself. How do you feel about that? Fucking Ususemi technique on ages, dude. Bam! Now you just shot yourself. Fucking. What are you doing? Wait, let me show off that clip, by the way. Clip of me stopping that fucking Val Hazak, dude. Where is it?
Oh boy.
So satisfying, dude. Not with audio though. Or I'm minding my own business. Oh, let me turn Tom off here. I'm minding my own business. Talking about some other destroy. And I got this feeling that you're gonna put something there, and I said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you tell.
I had 2 of them. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking reset the next thing it puts down, but it ended up being fucking godlike, dude. I should have left in the clip where he quit right after that. Fucking done.
If only it was Legend Wesker.
Uh oh. Hit 6/6. Yeah. Oh, so glorious, dude. A lot of fun. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I was just so in the zone that night, dude. Now I'm fucking garbage.
Yeah, we're only 2 days away from the expansion, guys.
I know, that's what I was telling Luke, is that the slow drip of card reveals has made it so much more like, it's like closing the gap without making like, just like, okay guys, in a couple weeks you're gonna have a thing. Now it's like, in 2 days guys, you're gonna have a thing.
So what's the first deck everyone's gonna try?
Depends on what I see from opening packs, but I kind of want to see what I can do with Coral, but I'm also kind of traumatized by zombies, so I kind of want to do Divine Intervention. People expect me to do Takeda stuff. Gammy Growth sounds kind of cool. Maybe Coral Humans with just Explore focus.
Okay.
Yeah, Green Humans got a lot of good Explore support, making that Epic Nero look a lot better.
Remaking Jill with Fudin Kazan. Then Purple Humans. Oh.
Cool.
Didn't add much other than bring back Yawn. Oh, ATH, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was...
I mean, that was kind of expected. ATH was either going to be the most awful expansion because they're going to power creep Haunted by Memories, or it was just going to be just okay, which means Haunted by Memory stuff was just going to be played just as long, like even longer. And I mean, luckily we got a lot of nerfs, and there's still a lot of good things I think that came into this expansion that's kind of used a lot by a lot of colors. Purple definitely hurt the most from this set, but
That's
I
okay.
wouldn't say that this set was really bad, that there wasn't a lot of new stuff that gets played.
Yeah, there was a lot of new stuff, and they didn't like go overboard, right? They didn't fucking just give us stuff that's just like gonna change your life forever, and the meta is forever changed. It wasn't. That's what HBM sort of did, is that it just everything came out and it was just frothing at the fucking anus strong, dude. It was like, can you not play that?
Make, I mean, one deck for green anyway. More viable with this new set, but
The
More
singular
viable
edition
for-
of Agile for Raging Demon.
I will say too, like it's really easy to kind of get in the feeling of there's only like this many viable decks, but I do think that's coming from a lot of the idea of going for top 100. Whereas I think if you were like kind of just going for champion grinds, there are a lot of decks right now that can actually play and do well.
that's a good point.
HBM was a god awful, horribly designed set. I mean,
I think it was well balanced, but that might have been the issue. I mean, there's obviously a couple broken cards, sure, but it's like, pretty well thought out. Well,
I think all the sets are pretty damn good.
Wait,
It's just it's
Chris,
rough.
you talking about ATH?
yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were talking about Haunted by Memories.
yeah. Let's talk about Haunted by Memories. That's what Schmo was talking about.
Sorry, yeah. I thought he said Tiny Hero.
Yeah, HBM. I feel like it goes to show that it only takes a couple fucking busted ass cards to just ruin a fucking set. I never want to see V again.
They tried something different with Memories, right? Like they wanted to do a more action-oriented set, so obviously the meta was dominated by actions, and no one thought it was fun. So, yeah, I don't think they're gonna ever do that again. More focus on actions and like 2 legendary actions, 1 legendary unit. I don't think they're ever going to do that again.
Yeah, I mean, I think in principle it meant to do like what it could to bring actions back into play, but too much. It rocked the boat too hard, dude. And it just flipped everything over. It didn't rev things up, it just turned things into the resolve button in the game. I mean, and therein lies a problem of having decks that are still a problem, where it's just like, oh, I'm going to spam actions. I'm going to use this action to use more
Yeah.
actions. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah,
Black
the introduction
crowns.
round was a pretty big problem.
Wasn't Burn Dante born? Oh yeah, because they couldn't really do anything before agents, which I don't know how Burn Dante is actually able to function at all when you have shit like if you heal yourself at all, they're just like, oh man.
Around, it's just been even made better because of like the existence of like 1 or 2 extra cards that would push them forward.
I ran into one Burn Dante today, and it was pretty easy. It just popped a Trinity, and it was just like, what are you gonna fucking do now? And they're like, oh, I'm gone. I'm out of here. And they just like fucking spiraled out of the room like fucking crossover commercial, dude. Or Crossfire.
Crossfire.
I do not remember the existence of Burnt Dante before HBM.
I think he was around. Just wasn't like super popular.
But I mean, it's also, we have to realize that HBM has been here since February. So it could feel like it was before that, but that's just because that expansion lasted for so long.
Okay, I got the Crossfire commercial.
Sometime in the future, the ultimate challenge. Crossfire. Crossfire. You can count. Crossfire.
Send that kid straight to hell.
Crossfire. You'll get caught in it.
Fucking when I buffed my units of Trinity, dude, the fucking Burn Dante was spiraling out of there, dude. I was like, yeah.
Are those butter plates? Oh, jeez.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ, dude. Come on, Schmo. You know that. You know better than that. Dude, that ad is weird, dude.
I hate being
I-
old.
I hate Beetle. That's the 90s, man. Everything was fucking over the top. That might have been the early 90s, right?
Yeah, it was definitely 90s.
None of the 14-second missing bullshit here, dude. I love how the kid in the end gets banished to hell for losing.
Banished.
Banished, dude.
Straight up banished. Blockade strike comes down.
Dude. Oh, that's so funny. Bro, I'm not 30. I've never seen those things. Oh, man. Where's Iowa, dude? Way back in 1995, and I'm just like, ooh. Dude,
What?
I forget what the context of that was, but last week you said something about, like, we didn't have that all the way back in 1995, and I was just like, oh, man. Old. You
Oh,
get,
yeah, I remember that.
what was the context? I don't remember.
It was signing up for the TEPPEN Trial Cup, the calendar thing.
Oh, these calendar things.
I had to go all the way back.
Going way back with that one.
The Boomer Podcast. Shut up, Schmo, dude.
Hmm. How old are you now, Mallet?
I'm 31.
Damn.
Damn, old. Fucking done, dude.
That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm older.
Yeah, I always joke that, like, if you're older than me, Boomer, if you're younger than fucking Zoomer.
I was not 30.
All right, it's proven my point though. If you're a character loyalist, the second you hit 31, you get over it. You just pick top tier.
Fucking leveled up, I'm done. No, I'll go back to playing fun decks next week. I don't know how hard I'm gonna try on getting top 100 today and tomorrow though, or rather tomorrow and the day after, because I think we have
Oh,
a little less than
really?
48 hours. Yep.
yeah, 2 days left.
Fuck me, dude. I don't know. Like, such a good climb I had the other day, and then today was just fucking awful.
Rough.
Everyone is just really trying hard. They're just like too many yawns. Time to run a bunch of fucking raging demons.
I don't know. There's just so much that can go wrong in a match now. It's just really stressful.
It is. You guys are grandpas, dude. You're gonna listen to me. Listen to Strimmer, dude.
Back in my day.
Back in my day. I mean, what I kind of want to do is just hit top 100 once for a season and then just give the middle finger to everybody who's just telling me, go do it. And I'm like, and then just go fucking make like decks, like fun decks for the rest of my life.
Oh.
Just give him one of
And then we get hosted. Holy shit.
Happened? Oh, cosplay.
Cosplay said he was gonna play Teppen, but now
Oh,
he's
what?
hosting us? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, he's usually on after us.
I'm too drunk, dude. You're young, your heart can take it, dude. Oh,
I'm
my
rooting
God.
for you to get top 100.
I
This season's
know.
pretty weird because it's
Sure.
not the most competitive season we've had, but it's also pretty up there.
It's competitive for some people. Some people I can think of that are in the chat. And it's not just him. It's a bunch of people that are kind of on the line there. You still have to try hard.
Right.
The people that are trying to get wins. So you have this weird situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
See.
I don't know. I'll keep trying. This might be my best shot for a while.
There is some time left, but yeah, not too much longer.
Just trying to beat everyone near Kyle's points, dude. I mean, that's why I felt good every time I was winning against a high ranking player. Is just like
I'm helping.
I'm helping, dude. I know, dude. That's why when Thirsty was doing the fucking feline challenge, he ran into fucking Melinda. I was like, dude, you gotta win. You gotta fucking win, dude. Just one game, dude, but it's like, gotta win. Oh shit, they're on the
And
move.
then
What
he drew
happened?
everything perfect.
Dude, what the? Where's Melinda, man? What happened to Melinda?
As far as I know, they changed their name. Starts
Again?
with a C.
Oh yeah, I seen Cosinel. I just don't see them anywhere on the list.
Oh,
They were at like 2063, which is pretty much the score I had, but now they've mysteriously vanished from top 100. They were sitting there for a while. They were just not playing the game, and I was like, whoa.
Not playing the game.
beats me.
Kyle's out here stressing and grinding all the time. Fucking Melinda's just sitting there, watching, waiting.
Menacingly.
I know. it was weird. I was like, okay, so Kyle and Melinda are gonna be at the top of the list, right? It's just like, no, she's just chilling.
No.
Well, this feels weird after being hosted, but is there anything else to talk about?
I think we covered everything. I mean, I'm just excited for the expansion in a couple days. I know all of us are going to be streaming it as soon as it launches. So you guys will have a lot of content to watch. Hopefully you guys give all of us a look-see. We'll be streaming all day long, as I'm sure other people will be doing. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun trying to figure out the new stuff.
Hopefully you give us all a check, dude. Chris wants to get paid. He's like,
Yeah, it's just check it out. Or something.
write me a check, dude. It's like, you pulled this, dude. Here you go.
I'm gonna try and craft everything because I have a ton of souls. I'm not really certain, but I'll be
Have
doing
it.
pack pulls.
I got a ton of souls and I almost had 20,000 coins, dude. We're looking good.
I think we should be good getting a full set. Maybe some epics will be missing, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal.
Everybody, make sure to use your season pass, your discount purchase if you don't have every fucking legendary in the goddamn game.
Yep.
I'll have the full set for sure on Thursday.
Yeah, I think we've been saving up long enough where it should be good. Giving a lot of packs too. I have like 9 packs for the new set now because of my GP run.
Yeah, dude, the podcast started out kind of sad boys, but we're in Smilers mode right now, dude. Everyone's pretty looking forward to the fast
We were
tracks, dude.
sad.
It seemed we were getting kind of tense.
Oh, earlier?
Yeah, at the beginning.
We were just tired.
Tired
gotten-
and tired of fucking black decks. And you were
Some-
like, I'll oblit
Oh.
everything. Have enough Zenny equal to the $80 jewel amount? Damn. Damn, that's a lot.
$80 amount. I haven't even looked at like exchanges for stuff like that.
Yeah, and as always, first day, I will be grinding out as much lab stuff as I humanly possibly can. just to
And I'll
test
be
these
making
things.
some wacky decks.
I'm gonna race the champion and get first place.
God damn it, Chris. I hate those people.
Raging
Yeah,
Demon.
my raging demon.
A raging
My
Cajun,
demon
dude.
deck said-
I'm not changing a single card either.
Fuck the new cards. I'm going
Hit
in,
champions
dude.
before you open any new packs.
That takes time to open packs. I could be fucking grinding, dude. Son
Be
of a...
champions already before I clear these 6 notifications in my presence.
And then my menu will say I was number 1 at some point. God damn it.
Get ready for 4 points 2.0 or something. I don't know.
They try to deter you guys with the that 1 month where they're just like, you're not gaining points once you get to champion. You can only go down.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sure, people are gonna be grinding still. It's funny how like Earth and Ryuzu were pretty much already in the World Tour, and they're still like at the top of the ladder this month. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, I can't believe that. I looked at the list once and it was like Earth #1. And I was like, can you calm down?
already got first. You're fine.
I win, dude. What about
Can't stop.
Gran Brewman? He's #1. Oh, he was underneath. He was above Kyle, wasn't he?
Oh,
He's like, I fucking love Teppen, as shown by my icon of yawn.
love it.
Fucking love it. What is all this? These guys have all the same name, but they're different numbers.
I don't know.
It's one guy. He's like, I'm gonna hit 2,200 17 times.
I have a few accounts. I fucking love Teppen even more.
And I'm just gonna make fun of you. So
Top of hero ladders. Some guy that has no icon that has 2,100 fucking Ryu wins, dude. He's like, really love playing this deck. It's not annoying at all.
It's like, I saw on Twitter, you need to hit 2,200 to be good. Points?
Going for it.
this is non-negotiable.
And Daichan's still at it again, dude. Fucking 2,100 wins with Jill. Oh my god. Just stop, dude. Just stop.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Not a big deal.
Zagapane, dude, he gave up. Dude, 1,500 wins. He's like, I'm done. Yikes, dude. And then you got Chun, dude, 1,200. That's it? I guess those
Yeah.
games aren't that fast, but...
Pretty
They
surprising.
can be. Lightning likes can be real fast.
Spooky's on that list, too. Damn, girl.
Yeah.
Where am
climbed,
I? Nowhere.
But
I'm off of every list, dude. Wow, that's bad. I have more wins with Chun than anyone. Just because of that fucking night, it went on like a 800 million fucking win streak, dude. Nero with 880, dude. Come on, Packy. You can do 880.
easy.
Beeline, 1,500. Oh, it's probably that asshole that was, that rolled me with, what do you call it? Just...
Asshole.
I ran into somebody running Shield Spire and it looked like a Trinity list, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing here." And then he used Ascension Ceremony, and I was like, "Excuse me?" And just had a bunch of shit flying in the air, and I was like, can you bring that shit down, please?"
Remember that? That was pretty funny.
And then he did it again in the same match, and I was mad. Just do Trinity. It's interesting they haven't showed off any green card over 5 MP. It's okay, don't worry about it. They learned their lesson. They're like, Shara? Like, nah.
There have been a lot of low-cost cards, though. I wonder, there's probably going to be some heavier cards. They're just not showing us.
Every other card is 8 MP or higher.
Every other card is Shara 2.0.
Oh, Cosinel, there's Melinda, dude. 1,400 wins with 0. This guy is like, I fucking love 0. Look at
Love it.
Ryu or Jill has the most wins. It's really close. Oh, it's off by like 25. Ryu has 25 more. 2157, dude. Come on. Secret's up there with 557. That's really fucking good. Wesker,
Yes,
2,000 wins. Can you
You chill.
Can you not?
People don't know how to chill.
Seriously, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a bit of a race for it, but I don't think it's gonna be too crazy. And it's just like people were like, yeah, I think I can fucking average like 85 wins a day.
Games is spooky play. She never sleeps. She just plays Teppen. Non-stop.
Then you got your boy Andy, dude, number 5 for Akuma.
Where's my boy Ricky?
Where's Ricky, dude? Oh, there's Ricky 18, dude.
Oh, my boy.
I kind of want to do that sometime, just with people in the TEPPEN community. Just change to like average sounding names.
Jeff.
Jeff, dude. Joe. Stan.
My boy Paul.
Yeah, how's Paul doing? Paul's number 10, dude. Top 10. Got Hyper Boomer, Hyper Boomer.
For Boomer.
Boomer, dude. Where are you, Chris? Where are you on this list? Yeah.
I don't know. We have like maybe 20 wins with Wesker.
But this is Akuma.
Well, maybe 40. I don't know. Ain't that much.
Yeah, I'm not making
Maybe
any lists.
50.
God, dude, 1600. I can't imagine playing that much. I love this game, but I just can't. I would rather spend that time strategizing or making videos to help people than continuously fucking play and just play and play and play.
Keep reminding people those are wins, by the way. It's
Yeah.
not even matches that they've played.
Exactly. 100% win rate?
Clearly.
I went to first place as a meme to start of the month. I feel like I'm being attacked. I mean, you have the privilege of having the fastest fucking deck. Like, you either win or you lose in fucking record time.
I don't know.
I'm burnt out after like 5 games. I know.
I need to like get my heart checked or something after 2 games.
Get my heart checked, dude.
Bad.
I've been surprisingly getting less angry playing Chun. It's just because I have so many more tools, and it's like, well, I just didn't have the tool. That's why I lost. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm losing control. Like, fucking Jill, you make a mistake, you're fucking dead, actually. You're just lost 6 MP for trying to exist.
That's how fours felt. Like, you can't make a mistake with 4s ever.
Yeah. But yeah, the Chun has a lot of stuff for coming back, so it when you lose, it just kind of feels like, eh. I don't know if it was on stream, but I did lose to like a top 25 yawn. It felt like I got really close to beating them, and then they kind of just
Beat one.
got a Trinity. Yeah, I'm lucky I beat one that was on stream. I was in the fucking zone. I had that beginner's luck.
Yeah, I think that guy was just really nervous.
He was like, this kid's gonna fucking beat me up, and I had to like take his name out of the fucking thing when I posted it to Twitter because I didn't want to be like, it's my first day on the job and I fucking
Beat this
beat
bum.
him, beat this bum. Nah, it's not that. Going to time though, that was a insane match.
Yeah, I mean, when you're using cycle, it'll be a long one.
Yeah, I still gotta learn all the little ins and outs of Yawn in terms of how to play the mirror and all that stuff. Because when I played against that second person who was like ranked 25, they knew exactly how to fucking do it, and they were like 3 steps ahead. I was like, oh shit, that board doesn't look good, and then they're just like Trinity, and I was like, I'm running out of units and I need to cycle, and I was like, I know I'm gonna lose, but I might as well just cycle, and they cycled, and I was like, all right, that's enough of that.
And
Yeah. And then what I learned today in stream is that when you play popular decks, it seems like everybody knows what you did wrong. And it's like, okay, all right, dude, whatever.
But that's not true. They'll tell you what you did wrong. No matter
Exactly.
what
It's
you play.
like, dude, you should have done that. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Fucking delayed
so-
stream.
man,
I like also how sometimes they'll say you did something wrong, but in actuality you did the right thing.
What the fuck, dude?
what we're saying, Chad, is you guys really suck.
Is fucking Mallet ever gonna yawn, dude? Shut up, dude. Fucking- it's not antibody.
I love being told how to play the game by someone that doesn't have the game installed.
I,
Damn.
I'm not gonna call the person out, but I were looking up at the chat and seeing, is Ballot ever gonna yawn? I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'll
Damn.
yawn when I feel like it, dude.
You do hold on to Hero Arts a lot.
I don't think I fucking, you know what, because you know what it is? I'm fucking used to Antibody, where it's just like, it's a black deck, so that means Antibody does nothing. I remember one time playing a bunch of Antibody and then switching to Dive Bomb, and I tried to use Dive Bomb like Antibody, and it was just like, oh, unit's dead, chief, dude. That sucked. About at 60 AP, I had to call him, dude. I think I won that match, and I think I remember having a lot of fucking yawns suddenly, just gaining MP at an incredibly rapid pace.
And I think you're playing against a black player too, where it's like the safest color
I know,
to just
it-
throw yawns out.
That's why you could tell it. I'm in antibody mode where it's just like, I'm not using it because it's not gonna fucking land. It's not gonna do anything. It's like, oh yeah, forgot. It's really good. You try to dive bomb to
Alchemist
protect
with
from
the
Gan,
best
dude.
memory
Alchemist
ever.
remembers.
Alchemist is a telltale game. Anything you do wrong, it's like Alchemist will remember that.
Fuck it, I guess that's fucking hilarious. That try to get protect against Gan, because I do
He's
like
only
laughing
pointing it
at
out
people.
he's still mad you left him hanging.
Dude, dude, caught him. That was so fucking funny. That clip fucking erased from the chat, dude. Didn't it just fucking streamer forgot? Viewer is gone.
That does happen sometimes. I'm playing a Shoryu deck right now, but I really thought I was playing zombies, so I was just holding on to Shoryuken for like until I hit 20 AP, and I was like, all right, now I can. Oh wait, it's a Shoryuken. It's like I felt bad because I bet the person thought I was BMing him because I had like lethal every time as long as I Shoryu, and I didn't do it with like 24 AP.
Twice, dude. Oh god. Yeah, I guess if I grind for this, it's gonna be tomorrow.
I would recommend tomorrow.
You're doing a grind?
I'll be streaming. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to stream every day this week, and it's like, James review I think is at 6 Eastern, and that's just so awkward, right? Like, I don't want to stream during that. Like, I
Damn
don't know,
it.
around it.
Wait, it's at what
Just
time?
restream it.
6 Eastern.
Oh, that's a yikes, dude. That's when I'm gonna be streaming.
Yeah, it's like really awkward for, but you know.
I guess stream until it happens. I don't know if I should stream because I'm playing a deck that I don't think is very exciting to watch.
I would watch it.
Yes. But then again, I haven't been getting that mad. I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird feeling.
I want to watch it just so I can tell you how to play it.
Yep. Should have yawned. Should have fucking sealed that yawn. At that one time, that one fucking play.
Oh,
Oh my god. And I uploaded it to Twitter too, and I put some like text in there. It was like, oh my god, streamer, fucking seal the yawn. You were just like, you missed some yawns, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I tried. Aw.
he meant it's okay. Saying in the mirror, that's really important.
Oh, dude, the top 25 that I lost to, I still managed to cuck 2 of their fucking yawns, and they beat me.
My God.
They just had the right cards at the right time, man. I got fucking cooked. What's your most anticipated card coming from the new set? Probably Takeda to see if it's good. I'm really nervous because there's a good chance that Takeda won't be able to pop off. If it's really good, then it's gonna change Jill decks forever. If it's bad, then lol. Aw, see, Dongo thinks I'm cool. He met me because I was fucking plagiarizing, but now he likes me. More exciting than watching your random decks. Gasp.
I like when streamers win.
Yeah, and I mean, it's interesting. I want to have like that I want to be acknowledged as a good player, but I also want to be acknowledged as like creative
Good.
deck maker. I still like my true power deck, okay? Like seeing different strategies played by character specialists. Ah, hey man. You're not gonna tell me you didn't get hype when I played a fucking Urizen against a fucking, I think it was a Ryu, and I fucking won, dude. Fucking out. 15. Yeah, I still gotta plug away, but I want an emblem. I have a Day of Nightmares GP emblem, but just like me, dude.
I somehow got a GP emblem today. I still can't believe it.
Fat nut material, dude. Schmo. Stop. What this BG deck? I don't think it's that crazy. I just like getting full grown gate and then putting animosity on it, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Seal it?
What are you gonna do? Seal me?
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, animosity is a really cool card. I think that's, if we talked about like cards that we wish were better, probably that. Like,
That's the revenge.
yeah, I mean, revenge just for growth units. It's really strong, but I feel like it just takes a seal to like remove the fucking card and remove the revenge effect, so you just lose so much more on a seal.
It can be awkward, but I think it's pretty solid cards.
Yeah, if you drop animosity on like Gate or Dynamo, Dynamo, he comes back as a 4/10, then you fucking grow him up to fucking 6/13. Okay.
Well, some of these newer growth cards. We'll
Yeah.
definitely see
I want to see it.
Hammer Pants.
The hammer pants, dude.
Oh.
Shit. I wonder if Red's gonna get a fucking growth action.
Like gain growth.
Yep. Start playing gates and cutting minions instead of seals. Oh, because wait, do I still have that in there?
I think grows a veteran with back.
Oh, I hate that fucking card.
To be really good.
Yeah, that's why I think Thirsty said like, yeah, Red's growth units are so good. I don't think they need an action, and I was just like, yeah, they kind of don't.
Stats on growth units, but it's very peculiar.
Don't go. It's because you're playing a deck that's not the top fucking 5 decks, so you're just gonna get fucking slammed. Where is it? Tarakumon's deck for Jill. This is how I'd love to play Jill, but you just not enough fucking. There's not enough, dick suckers in this deck to fucking win against Raging Demon. So it's just it loses.
Interesting.
Yeah, I tried to tech for zombies in it, and it's just Tarakumon's original deck was just so like relying on just a bunch of explorers. You got Rashids, and then like you have your big win con, which is like Ryu. And other than that, you're just playing the game, but we're not allowed to play the fucking game anymore. There's too many destroys. So
Right.
that's why I'm frustrated. That's because it's like all the people that are doing well with Jill right now, they are just like Lucia, Ryu, Dragoon. It's just legendary spam. It's just did they have an answer for it? Oh fuck, I guess I lose then. But
Pretty
they
much.
probably have a good idea of when to get in there with it. I don't care about losing. Just found the funny the dude in chat was so stoked.
Wow. Gonna bring that up?
Nice enough, dude. Oh,
Hey, shout out to Jonathan Bell. Was
Yeah.
coming up with unique decks. Good to see him
He
back.
beat the shit out of Dango.
Ooh.
I'm just-
Beat the shit out of him.
Sent me a Dalmador Soren idea. Which,
Nope. Nope.
it might work.
I don't
Doesn't
want it
use
to.
reverb.
I just don't want it to. Damn bodied. Dalmadur really is 7, isn't it? It could work.
It could, but it's, I don't know. There's a lot that has to go right. I mean, if you're getting at least one false throne, you're probably okay. But I don't know.
It's just a fucking shame because I don't want it to work at all. I don't want it to have a chance to work. Because it's not a real deck. It's just,
It's very
awful.
gimmicky. I don't think it's gonna win that much. It's not gonna be like top tier or anything, but yeah, we'll see.
Destroys all enemy units. How about destroys all units? That would be fair.
Including itself.
Yep.
Commit seppuku right there.
Fucking eats
that
itself, dude.
sounds way too risky.
It sounds a little risky if you ask me, dude.
Hard.
I just want the expansion to come out. Yeah, pretty much. Pants guy, dude. see all these emotes, and I'm like, I just need you guys to get 44 more people in chat, so I can get partner. But like, I want like 75 people in chat like every day. Then I could be partner, and then I can have a bunch of fucking emotes.
Would that be nice?
I could have like a 3-part emote that's just Dalmadur. Stupid
I'm
shit like
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna make it a goal to make sure you never get partner just because you wanted to.
Stupid shit like that, dude. Come on. We would make so many stupid fucking emotes. It would be hilarious. We could have Crow Tengu, like the bird's face, as a wide emote. Be great.
God. A lot. Monka Tengu.
Munga Tengu. Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna try that actually. It's a cool idea. Just had an idea for that. Shit.
I there's a video I actually want to put out before the expansion comes out, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it in time. Maybe during maintenance or something.
Yep. It's gonna be a long maintenance.
Maybe I'll make a Griffin emote. It's got 4 fucking mouths, but it's only got 1. Or sorry, it's got 6. Fucking, this thing's outrageous, dude. Can we gotta stop putting fluoride in the water, dude. What the fuck? Any closing statements? Anything you can think of?
Not much. Just get hype, guys.
Get hype.
Hype.
Do we want to do? Probably should wait to do a podcast because everyone's gonna be streaming as soon as it comes out, and they're gonna be tired that night.
Oh, I think we should still have the podcast next Monday, but we're not gonna have it.
Oh yeah,
Third.
yeah. Have it in a couple days. Let's go.
Let's have a podcast every day when Chris tries to stream.
I mean, the last expansion dropped the same day as the podcast, and I remember being so damn like tired, but I was like past the point of tiredness where I was just like super energetic the whole time. You know that feeling when you're like overtired and you're just like you need to go to bed, but you're just too hyped up.
You get your second win, dude.
Yo.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, what I want to do sometimes is make a deck full of units that are like, or full of units and actions that like you forgot even existed, like this card here, dude. Never fucking seen it in my life.
I played that card.
That's
I
actually
lost.
not that bad, to be honest. Those are Carlos stats for 4. It's not bad.
Yeah, but -1 attack to all units just isn't as good as getting a shield.
All other units. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It affects your stuff too. Shit.
Yup.
Yup. Who else will be on that list? Maybe this is This isn't basic though. This could be cool. Nosferatu can combo with 4-1 Tyrant. Oh, that's kind of dope. Just like subtract out basic cards so that those don't count.
It'd be cool to see like cards that you don't really see played much right now actually come back for whatever reason.
That's what I mean. Like you just want to like start using stuff that people don't see at all, like Pleasure and Destruction. I've seen it a couple times, but it's like, eh.
Can't really think of too many cards where that happened with, other than like, tend to do it right. Like Malice had a big comeback for obvious reasons.
Oh, what card is that? Never heard of it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Creature Reborn was under the radar for so long before it finally got nerfed, and it started seeing more play. So it's possible.
Key Pepe, dude. Key Pepe. All right, that's it. I think we're done here.
That's it.
I think we're fucking done. What is who's streaming?
HTO happy dude.
Happy dude. Oh, happy dude. Fucking H2O dude. A5, I see that he's playing. Is he playing Yawn?
I played against him while we were streaming this.
And you bet the people, dude.
Thirsty, your deck is too spicy.
All those gates?
What are you talking about? Which one?
The one with Will Gator and Neon Tiger.
How do you know about that?
We played.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Wait, what were you playing?
Zinku.
Oh shit.
Chris, are you playing Shoryuken?
Damn it, why did you have to draw everything, Iowa?
You had me sweating. I was just like, this is Thirsty. He's gonna
drew
destroy
everything.
me. I was scared.
Mr. Kyle P draws over here. I bet that last Mad Massacre was a top deck too, I swear to God.
I did Will Gator come back. I ran into a Will Gator today against Shoryuken.
Because it's a big body that you know, if you don't play your EX pocket, who cares?
Yeah, Miss Gator.
Yeah, it's Rui's deck. I saw it, so I was like, oh, I'll try it. Pretty good.
Alright, that's it. We're out of here. We got the slow jams. We got the nighttime music, dude. Man, I love the screen, dude. So good. Looks good, dude. Alright, anything to say before I hit this raid now button?
Yes.
Yes. Hang in there, guys. Couple more days. This goes. Give some love to H2O Happy Dude.